All right. Good morning, everyone. I hope everybody out there is doing wonderful this morning. All right. Good morning.
Whoops! I've got the speaker on in the background.
Is doing wonderful this morning. All right. Good morning.
I've got. Oh my God! It's like repeating 3 times. Okay, well, here to farm. I managed to scuff the beginning of every single live stream, so yay! We're back to true form. But welcome. I hope everybody's been doing well. I know I have been out and away from live streaming for about probably, I don't know, on and off 2 weeks now, right? Like last week for sure, I took the entire week off, but I've been like kind of hit and miss for like the past 2 weeks now. So I'm really excited to be here. And I wanted to take a couple of minutes just to get caught up with all of you, kind of just settle in. We've got a lot that we're going to be going over for this particular topic. So I want to make sure that, you know, that everybody who's interested in participating has an opportunity to get here so that we can start the conversation together. A rainstorm, a storm of rain. Hello, Basher. Hello, Lemon Zest. Hello, Mr. Lower. Hello, Chaos. Hello, Gombic. Hello, Rexy. Hello, Latisha. Hello, Lemon Zest. Hold on, I think I got everybody. Oh my God, there's so many people here this morning. Welcome, all of you. I'm so excited. I can't believe all of you showed up right off the bat like this. There's always scuff, Basher. Every stream is scuffed. I scuffed the crap out of literally everything. If it wasn't scuffed, you need to be extremely suspicious that it was made by me. It might be a knockoff. But if it's too perfect, you gotta be like, no, that's definitely not Rain. Rain wouldn't do something like that. Oh my goodness. It is so good to see all of you after all this time. Oh, hello, 1400 Blaine. Welcome. I was gonna quit the scuff, but I can't. I forgot this is a Twitch. You can. There's a little scissor icon. Hold on. Wait. Let me go over there. Well, I've got the stream elements pulled up, but hold on. Let me go over to YouTube.
A droplet named L4ZY Linux vendor has joined the rain cloud.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for the membership.
A droplet named William 2497 has joined the rain cloud.
Anyway, so what I was saying is there is like a little clip button.
The rain cloud.
Hold on a second. So let me open up like one of the videos I was interested in covering for today's stream anyways. So I can kind of show you an example of that. So this is one of the first videos that we're going to be pulling up here soon in a couple of minutes.
Some has joined the rain cloud.
All right,
a droplet named Splatastic, the real one, has joined the rain cloud.
Oh my gosh, how many of those memberships did you send in? Like, I haven't looked at my OBS yet.
A droplet named Barkaya has joined the rain cloud.
Oh my goodness, Gombic, thank you so much for sending in those 10 memberships.
A droplet named Astra has joined the rain cloud.
I'm seeing a lot of familiar names get a membership right now. This is so awesome.
A droplet named X-Ray has joined the rain cloud. A droplet named Frank Johnson has joined the rain cloud.
It always messes me up when I see like the IRL names that get mixed in with all the usernames. Well, welcome all you new droplets. Everybody spam hearts and head pats in the chat for Gombic. Thank you so much for getting the stream started off right. Oh my goodness, that's so generous. So what I was saying is, if you look right here though, there is a little clip button. There is a little clip button. It works on live streams too. So you can actually clip this. And on my own YouTube channel, so let me go over to my channel for a second. So if you go over to, hold on, how do I do this? It's always so hard to do it like on live stream. There we go. So if you go over to my channel, right, you will see a section for community clips. So yeah, right here, top community clips. So that's always available to you right there for any reason, if anybody wants to do that. So there you go. And let me actually just close this. I don't need to open anymore. How do I close it? Close tab, thank you. I don't need that. We've got the stream up and running now. All right, so let me just get a little organized here before we jump into the main topic. So I'm gonna kill the background music here in a couple of minutes so we can watch some of these videos. Now, for anybody who doesn't really understand like what's going on here, I don't either. So I have been off for, like I mentioned, for like quite a little bit of time now, and I have been seeing this come up on my YouTube feed. I have seen people started talking about it. It is becoming more and more and more of a thing each day. But I'm not fully wrapped up into it. I've been, like I mentioned, sick. So I haven't really had the right like mindset to sit down and like take in something like this, because it seems to be a lot and there seems to be a lot going on. I don't want to misunderstand the situation. So for anybody else who's confused, doesn't know what's going on, or if you do have some information, I encourage you to share it with me. Share your thoughts, share your opinions on it. All I'm going to ask is keep it respectful between each other in the chat, right? Like we're all on the same side here.
A droplet named
We're all here
Zachary
to explore this
has joined the rain
topic.
cloud.
And the idea is to come to a good conclusion by the end and just figure it out.
A droplet named Dre Legend has joined the rain cloud.
Oh my goodness, Escape, thank you so much. We got another 5
A
memberships
droplet
already.
named Uber 213 has joined
And
the
Pat's
rain
in
cloud.
the chat for the goat. Escape, thank you so much as
A
always.
droplet named Limey V8312 has joined the rain cloud.
I'm suspicious you all just really like that animation.
A droplet named Mitsu has joined the rain cloud.
I missed Miss Rain. Escape, I missed you too. I missed all of you. Oh, Miss Anna is here too. Dalton King, welcome. Oh my goodness, there's so many people here. Of course, we like that animation. I'm biased as well. I think it's absolutely adorable. Palette did a really good job on it. If anybody wants a link down to Palette's like social media, you can go down into the description and click on it. It's all the way at the bottom. All right, so in about 5 minutes here, we're gonna jump into the topic. And I figured, well, hey, a good place to start is probably gonna be from the video that started it all. So this happened 8 days ago, right about like when I started to take a break from the channel because I wasn't feeling well. So like I said, literally, this started popping off like at the worst time for me. I did not have the emotional or mental capacity to take in something like this. But we're here now. I'm feeling great. I want to get caught up on this. So, oh, one other thing I wanted to mention too. Right now, I'm going to go into YouTube and I'm going to turn off the monetization for the live stream because we're going to be watching other content creators content today, and I don't want to monetize that. So actually, let me go in there and make sure monetization is off. Okay. 1 second here, sorry. Monetization is off. Okay, good. So I just turned monetization off for the live stream. So there shouldn't be any more ads. There shouldn't be anything else playing. Yeah, I don't want to profit out. I mean, this is their videos. We're going to be watching a lot of different content creators' videos today. I don't want to be like that. We're here to observe, and my contribution is pausing and giving my thoughts every once in a while. But I don't think that's worthy of me playing ads on my own live stream while we're watching their content. That's just not fair, right? Like, to me, that seems a little So, like, let's be fair to them. Like I said, all advertising revenue for this live stream is off. All right, we still got 3 minutes left to fool around. So if you got any more tomfoolery left in your system, this is the time to get it out. Get the wiggles out now. Take it out. Because once we start the video, I'll cut the music. Like I said, I haven't even watched the slut video yet. I have not seen this. I have not seen this. So you're getting my reaction do this in real time, okay? I've done a good job of just getting like some notes. So I had my team put together some notes for me, just in case I get a little off track with where what we're trying to look into here. So I've got a couple of great videos lined up. I haven't seen them. I'm looking forward to watching them with you. That is what we're going to be spending our time on live stream doing today. Oh, hello, Sharky. Welcome to the stream. The Wiggles, my favorite Australian band. You know, that was also, I think that was a kid's show here in the US. I never watched it, but I think that's like, it was a children's television show for a while too. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Could be wrong there. I don't watch children's TV. I like SpongeBob and Fairly Odd Parents. Those are great TV shows. Oh my god, Fairly Odd Parents was like one of my favorites. I was like kind of a teenager-ish. Maybe like getting into young adult when that came out. I don't really remember, but I remember watching it. I'm like, this is great. I could keep watching this for a long time. Well, you know what's nice too is that once we get to the end of this live stream, I have some solutions that I want to offer to everybody in the community as other things, other places and platforms that you can go to that are not Roblox. And I have a really good suggestion in mind, but I'm gonna keep that reveal to the end. Keeping my reveal to the end. But people who are part of this channel probably already know where I'm going with this. But for anybody who has no idea what I'm talking about, guess what? You're in for a treat when we get to the end here, so. All right, so it's about 10 o'clock. Let's go ahead. I think everybody who wants to show up and participate today has shown up. Let's go ahead and let's get started. So a couple of things real quick too, just to keep in mind. I will read the chat from time to time, but my focus is on the video. So please, I encourage you to have conversations amongst yourselves. I'm going to put the chat on on the screen for everybody so that you can all see it together. So give me just a second. I just got to get that up. Where's the chat? Chat. Where's my chat? Where's my chat? Uh-oh. What did I do with it? Oh God, Raid, Jesus. Oh, I stuffed the crap out of everything. Where is my live stream chat? There it is. Ain't you working? Oh, there you go. Yay. All right, now we're good. Oh goodness, great start already, Rain. Doing an amazing job. Can everybody read that? I don't think you can even read it like that. Whoops. Hold on, let me see if I can fix that. I don't know. Sure. I don't know, I'm gonna put it here. I don't know where to put it on the screen. I know, can you see all the Miko recommendations? Can you tell what kind of content I like to watch on my own? It's like true crime. It's like pilot debriefing videos. I like watching like Miko. I like listening to Vocalite music. Like, there's a lot of reasons these recommendations are the way they are. Okay, I can't even see the live stream chat. Oh God, this is awful. I'm just gonna put it over here. Screw it, whatever. It's going over here. I'm sorry. I don't have a better solution for this live stream. We're just gonna have to deal with it. That's good enough. That's good enough, I guess. Here, I'll just blow it up so it's easier to read. Oh, come on. Fit on the screen properly, please. Okay, good. All right, I'm done messing with it. Okay, so like I said, chat amongst yourselves. I'm gonna do commentary. I'll read the chat like while I pause and stuff, but just kind of keep in mind that my focus is gonna be on absorbing the information. But without any further ado, let's go ahead. Let's dive into this. I'm gonna try to absorb this. I'm only gonna pause if I have like questions and stuff like that or something to say. So, all right, not wasting any more time. Let's do it.
This video isn't going to be your typical video. This video is actually a call for help, and I need everybody to share this video. The Roblox Corporation has sent a cease and desist letter to me, a 22-year-old, versus a multi-billion-dollar company, threats of litigation, because I catch predators on their platform. Within the last year, me and my team have gotten 6 predators arrested within the Roblox community. Almost all of them have admitted to doing this before to other Roblox users. Every account that I've owned on Roblox since I was 8 years old has been terminated. Accounts that we were actively talking to predators on have now been banned off of Roblox. What Roblox did could potentially stop some predators from facing real life consequences. Not to mention that Roblox has made a very firm stance that I can no longer access the Roblox platform anymore, which I want to make clear at the start of this video. I will not be accessing Roblox in any capacity at this point further unless Roblox says otherwise. This is pretty heartbreaking to me because I've been playing Roblox since I was a little kid. I've loved this platform. I still do. I met my current girlfriend.
Was I muted the whole time?
I live with her. We first met all.
Wait. Was I muted that whole time when I was saying something? Yes, I was. God damn it. I read the whole thing out loud, too. God damn. All right, hold on. Wait, let me rewind it for 2 seconds. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. All right. So what I was doing is I was reading this part of it, and I didn't even realize I was muted when I did it. So accordingly, and pursuant to Roblox policies, Roblox will be closing your accounts. Please note that the Roblox community standards prohibit opening new accounts to evade this enforcement, to invade an enforcement action. Therefore, we demand that you cease and desist from accessing the Roblox platform. Please be advised that Roblox reserves all rights to take any and all appropriate legal action against you should your violations of the Roblox community standards continue. Such actions may include, but are not limited to, claims for breach of contract, specifically violation of Roblox terms of use, to which all users agree, and violations of the Computer Fraud and Abuse Act, 18 U.S.C. Section 1030, etc., which prohibits unauthorized access to computer systems and data. I do not believe that this applies here, but what I was saying, though, is that as I continued the video forward...
platform anymore, which I want to make clear at the start of this video, I will not be accessing Roblox in...
Right here, I agree with their position here. They got a what seems to be an extremely serious letter from the Roblox company, and I agree that this was probably their smartest move right here. Again, I'm not giving out advice, but I am agreeing with this position that they took here.
Any capacity at this point further unless Roblox says otherwise. This is pretty heartbreaking to me because I've been playing Roblox since I was a little kid. I've loved this platform. I still do. I met my current girlfriend who I've been dating for 3 years. I live with her. We first met all the way back in 2016 through Roblox. I love so much about this site, and that's why I'm so critical of it, because I want to see it do better. The stuff that they've sent me in the cease and desist letter is actually laughably hilarious. Roblox is actively claiming that I am hurting their players. Here's an email. I didn't ever plan on showcasing this in a video.
Wait a second. I want to... This moves too quickly. I'm sorry, but that's like important information, I feel like.
In the cease and desist letter is actually laughably hilarious. Roblox...
Okay. While Roblox acknowledges that your stated intentions may be to protect children, and while it recognizes the serious nature of online predatory behavior, your methods include failing to immediately report suspicious activity to Roblox through proper channels, are actively interfering with Roblox established safety protocols, and critically are exposing Roblox users to an increased risk. So this is the position that Roblox is taking officially against this content creator, just so that we're all on the same page here. And I feel like that should have been held up on screen a little bit longer. I don't know why this was glossed over, because this is really important to know exactly what their position is. So I'm glad I caught that.
Is actively claiming that I am hurting their players. Here's an email. I didn't ever plan on showcasing this in a video, but this is from a kid who is thanking me for getting someone he was groomed by arrested in real life. He said he recognized him from my video, and here's some cool fan art he made of me. Roblox is claiming that I'm engaging in simulated child endangerment conversations. What? So one of the fundamental bases of predator catching is that you cannot talk sexually to predators. Predators are supposed to be the ones talking sexually to you. If you talk sexually to predators, like straight off the get-go, that's entrapment. That is literally what entrapment is. We almost always play a naive kid who doesn't know anything about this stuff, so they teach us about this stuff. If you watch these videos, you know how the chats are going, and they're not even on Roblox. Most of the chat logs are on Discord, and they're accusing me of getting people off of platform onto different social media sites. I guess that's worth a cease and desist and an IP ban.
I'd also like to know how that makes sense from a legal perspective, because I would argue that most people already had a Discord account even prior to their experience with Roblox. That to me seems like it would be a tough position to defend, right? You're deplatforming people to a chat client? Question mark? I don't know. That doesn't hold water in my head. I don't know if anybody else picked up on that, but that doesn't make sense to me, right? Like, if you are pushing somebody off to a competitive gaming platform, that statement would make sense. But this is a chat client we're talking about here. We're talking about Discord. We are not talking about another gaming environment that is similar to Roblox.
Of every single account that I own. That's just crazy. I can't even fathom that. They also say sharing or soliciting personally identifiable information. I have no idea what they're referring to this. I would love to know what they're talking about. Are they referring to the fact that I give the information of the predators that we find to the police? Like, the people we're talking to are predators. Like, does Roblox understand that? I literally have no idea. If they thought something was genuinely wrong, they could have reached me out so easily. I think the most insulting thing is that they told...
Okay, all right. So while Roblox acknowledges that your stated intentions may be to protect children, and while it recognizes the serious nature of online predatory behavior, your methods, including failing to immediately report suspicious activity to Roblox through proper channels, are actively interfering with Roblox established safety protocols and critically are exposing Roblox users to increased risk. So I do have something I want to say here, because like, this is kind of a ridiculous thing to say, right? Because if somebody is in an emergency situation, you don't call the company that's like involved in the emergency situation. And I'll use something that's not gaming related. So let's say you installed solar at your house, right? And you installed it in the middle of the field, and all of a sudden your solar modules caught on fire randomly. Is your first phone call going to be to the solar company, or are you going to call 911 and ask for the fire department to come put out the fire first? Then are you going to circle back to the solar company and go, what the hell? Why did my solar panels catch on fire, right? Like, it's just like, I understand like how Roblox is trying to position it, but it doesn't also like stack up logically to me.
Me I'm not reporting people quick enough, and I'm not reporting them through the right outlets. Tell me the right outlets. I have been trying to figure this out for like a year now. This here is Nepali Incel. This person actually made credible threats to the Las Vegas sphere in a Roblox game, and I saw this with my own two eyes. And the reason why it's a credible threat, it is because the FBI went ahead and arrested someone for...
That is like, holy crap. Okay, so, and like, here's the thing too, right? Like, that's what like kind of confuses me about like Roblox's position on this, is that like the police are actually doing something about this, right? Like, if this was just some person on the internet that was having like some weird like interactions with people, but nothing was being made of it, right? That's one thing, right? Like you could just say that they're maybe just doing it for content, right? Mama Max is a YouTuber that was accused of doing something similar. But if the actual FBI and police are getting involved, irregardless of the conclusions of the case, they still find it serious enough to actually follow up on. That's, to me, like a big sticking point.
For making threats within that same game. I made a moderation ticket about it, and I even actually made a report to the FBI about this. Where is the cease and desist letter for him? Where is the IP ban?
This is something that, like, this is one of the reasons, one of the things I heard about that like really made me want to title the stream the way that I titled it, right? Because why is this content creator, Schlepp, getting a cease and desist, and the accounts from people who have been literally like charged or like are being investigated for crimes, right? And or investigated for crimes, don't get to keep their accounts, right? Like, why weren't they banned instantly? Like, that should be a huge red flag for Roblox.
And for him, are you gonna ban all of this dude's accounts? Probably not. But back to the predator catching stuff, this is literally how it goes. We go to roblox.com/support, submit a moderation ticket, and then fill out the prompt with all the information regarding our arrest and give you guys the same Google Drive that we give to the cops. And in a lot of instances, Roblox won't even ban after we reach out to them regarding felony arrests. What I typically have to do is report cases to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, or go on the news to show gameplay of our decoys with the predators on Roblox. I've literally felt so lost at trying to get the attention of Roblox regarding these predators. I've created binders with all the chat logs, and I've sent it to their headquarters in San Mateo, California. This is the first time Roblox has ever directed.
The pacing of this information goes a little fast. So they have sent literal binders to the FBI. It's actually incredible. That's actually incredible. Now, here's the thing. I don't have the mental health capacity to even get started with something like this. So like, I just want to say, like, I don't like really encourage like vigilantism or anything like that. And I don't want anybody who's watching this to get involved in any of that kind of stuff either, because like it's legally dubious, right? But I do appreciate that this content creator recognizes a problem, recognizes exactly what the issue is, and is immediately handing that information off to the authorities. So at least I can say I at least like that process. But I'm not like fully on board with with this, because I always prefer investigators to handle it. But that seems to be like what's going on here. Like, obviously I haven't finished the video, so let me like finish the rest of it before I come to a full conclusion. But like, I mean, I don't know. I'm not completely uncomfortable with like the way they're handling this, I guess, is like where I'm going with that.
Reached me out. Instead of trying to say, hey, we want to work with you, or literally giving me a line to report these people, or simply saying, don't make these videos anymore, we're gonna ban you, Roblox just terminated every account I own and sent me this cease and desist letter. My account Maliboomer, a family-friendly sandbox gaming theme park channel that I've run since the pandemic. This is actually my first Roblox account. One of the hats that I wore on this avatar was actually something I got at a STEM event where I met Roblox administrators. That channel, it pays my rent. Roblox has made it clear that I'm banned from ever accessing the platform again, and I don't think I'm going to be able to upload on that channel anymore.
That's really cruel. That is really cruel. That is incredibly cruel. That is, oh, that infuriates me beyond anything. I hate when corporations, because this was targeted. This isn't a targeted attack. Instead of inviting this person to obviously be a community manager or to get somewhat involved in, like, sit down with this person and have a conversation with them. No, your first move is to blow up their entire source of income in the way that they have to feed their family. You're taking food out of this person's family's mouth by doing this. A greedy corporation for profit has decided, because they don't like it, they're going to try to destroy somebody else's life over it because they can fund it. And they know that this person likely doesn't have the same resources they do to fight this good fight. This is despicable. This is absolutely disgusting. I find this behavior completely abhorrent. And these rich fat cats obviously always go out of their way to try to try to pressure these people because they know that most people will buckle in a situation like this.
When I was a kid, I was groomed on Roblox by a popular developer. He manipulated me, he used power dynamics over me, and frequently exposed me to gore and not safe for work material and loads of other stuff that a kid should never see. It was so bad that I actually made an attempt. While I was in the hospital, my mom contacted Roblox. They brushed her off. That predator went on to groom more victims before Roblox finally banned him. Years later, by the way. Even after that, I stayed on the platform. I loved the community, but as I ran Maliboomer, I kept spotting these predators, even in an innocent sandbox theme park game. Then I started Schlep, and the emails from victims got worse every single day. And that's when I started catching predators on Roblox. And that's when my fate got sealed on this platform. I've been very critical of Roblox's leadership and the refusal to act in a lot of instances. Last time I tweeted at Roblox's CEO, it was about a predator we had arrested. Roblox ignored it until Gideon and I made videos. Then they banned him, only for him to return. I sent proof of him talking about the video I made on him in a voice chat game on Roblox. Mind you, the same game a 10-year-old was abducted through weeks from this taking place. I replied to one of the CEO's posts about this, and he blocked me. Roblox.
Are you kidding me? So wait, we've got actually active, like, we have actually, like, active dangerous situations going on, and they just want to stick their ears, like, their fingers in their ears, and, okay, alright, let me finish the rest of the video before I get, like, really upset
Still
about
allows
it.
games like
We got
Public
3
Bathroom
minutes left.
Simulator where naked shower together. This has millions of plays, and Dollhouse Roleplay, which also has millions of plays, is tied to a extortion group that the FBI has made public warnings about. Roblox allows you to say the word lolly on their platform. You can put it as your name. Explain to me that, Roblox, a kid's game. Because now you have a whole community of lolicons and maps on your platform. I really hope people can see that Roblox is wanting to have a firmer stance against me, a person trying to get these Roblox predators arrested, than these predators we've gotten arrested. Some of them literally have been arrested for CP. Why aren't you sending these Roblox predators cease and desist? They deserve it. They actually tried to commit a crime.
Hey, what's
That is, I think, the strongest point of the entire video. Honestly, hands down. And, like, I'm really glad that they emphasized it exactly. I have nothing further to say other than that. I think that's their strongest argument right there. It's absolutely insane. It's absolute insanity. I can't believe it. And yeah, I understand I'm getting probably a little more upset than I do usually. But this is upsetting. This bothers me a lot. Like, this should not be how this went, right? Like, the company should take accountability. Because if anybody's watched older content on my channel, if you watched my talkie video, I placed the accountability for what that company and what that application was doing directly on the shoulders of the developers, because they're the ones who are in control of the situation. They must be aware because everything passes through their systems. And if they're not aware of it, they're turning a blind eye to it because there's a profit motive. It's the same exact criticism I ended up leveling against Talkie.
up? So we're here with your Roblox developer, right?
Hello.
Yep. We're about to do the wipe on his phone. We're going to get rid of the child pornography on your phone, right? Okay. How many images do you think we have to get rid of on your phone?
About like 30 or 40.
Okay.
I don't remember exactly.
And what's the game coming out that you got on Roblox soon?
Undertale. Endless.
Hell yeah, we're gonna make this game successful.
Man, this is definitely some very scary times. I'm just trying to stop what happened to me when I was a kid from happening to other people, and now I'm facing threats of litigation from a multi-billion-dollar company. Since my career and revenue streams are on the line, I have a site. It's called Schlep.tv. If you want to support my work and what we do and allow us to keep catching predators in the future, feel free.
I'm gonna take a second to go to so Schlep.tv. Let's go ahead. He'll take a look at their site real quick. And we're gonna be kind to Schlep here. So if anybody's interested, I'm just gonna drop a link in the chat. So you can go ahead and click on that as well.
To go ahead and support us over there. The most important thing we can all collectively do right now is share what is going on with Roblox. Tell your parents, Tell your congressman, tell a journalist if you know one. And if any of them are interested, I'm more than willing to share my story, even to the people at Roblox. Even after all this, I am just trying to make a difference and help. I'm trying to stop what happened to me as a kid to happen to future kids. How can you see that as a bad thing? I genuinely can't comprehend it. One final word I'm ending this off on, to Roblox. I have no plans of revisiting the platform. I will not be making a new account. I will not be going back on the site.
Wow, what a wonderful video. So a couple of things I need to do real quick. We're gonna like, we're gonna subscribe. I don't wanna leave a comment. Thank you for fighting. Good fight. Do what I can to spread. All right, so let's take a minute to kind of like digest like what we just saw, and like kind of just have like a little conversation amongst ourselves. I know I didn't really get a chance to like interact with the application too much, so go ahead and definitely this. I'm sorry, not the application. I mean, like, I didn't have a chance to really interact with chat too much, right? So if you have anything you want to say, want to bring up, I'm open to having a couple of minutes of conversation before we move on to the next video that I wanted to look into. You understand the outrage here, but it's been a running issue since forever. It's going to keep happening as long as the profit motive exists. But I think right now is a good opportunity to try to hold them accountable to that. Because this isn't like the Talkie situation where I found Talkie out and I was like kind of the lone voice in that situation. And I also had like, I don't know, 600 subs at that time. So like, yeah, the video was popular, but it didn't like get the kind of traction I was hoping for. But since this content creator already has a decently large platform, I'm more than happy to throw my hands behind this because, you know, I've never really played Roblox. I don't think I've ever played Roblox on this channel. I don't recall ever playing Roblox ever. So like, I'm kind of new to this whole situation in general, and I'm kind of finding out about this. Now, I've heard bad things about Roblox before. I've heard that Roblox has a bad history. And those are like part of some of the things I kind of want to look into a little bit because I'm a little bit more of like, I don't really pay attention to this. So you have to remember, a lot of the content on this channel is focused on free and open source games and software. So this isn't something that like, Roblox is definitely not a platform that would immediately attract my interest. And I hope that makes sense to anybody that's watching that right now. Oh, hello, Miko. Welcome to the stream. I almost missed you there. Welcome, cutie. Of course. Of course. I always have to say hi to Miko every time she shows up. I might be biased, but Miko is one of my favorites. Talk about Trusted Flags raid. I've never played Roblox, but I've been hearing about their predators for years. I heard, like, so the first thing I heard is that they were, like, trying to, like, trick kids into, like, making software or something for the game. That's, like, what I heard about. I'm pretty sure that's a generalization on my part. So we're going to look a little more specifically into it. Do you think the UK's Child Protection Act is the appropriate answer to Schlepp's situation, or is it blatant censorship? So I think it's really the responsibility of these gaming companies to set up a platform that automatically protects children, irregardless of legislation that like a government would impose. It should be common sense at this point that you segregate minor accounts from adult accounts, right? And those underage profiles, if they are identified as such, need to be in their own environment. And even YouTube understands this concept. That's why there's YouTube Kids, and then there's regular YouTube. There is a difference. Now, I'm not saying that YouTube did this, like the implementation is flawless, because we all know YouTube Kids sucks. We've seen all of the like controversies around Elsagate and like, I guess Elsagate 2.0, right? Like, so, but like they have at least understood the concept that there does need to be two separate platforms here, right? That's like the overarching point that I'm getting at. Like, there needs to be some type of segregation, and then there needs to be follow through to make sure that those issues don't keep cropping back up. And I'm going to keep like smacking YouTube on this one, because like they really, They're almost there, but like then they just drop the ball and they just stop caring about it because everybody lost interest. If you want to know more about the child dev exploitation stuff, you should watch the People Make Games video on it. So I do have a list of like talking points that I do want to like kind of go over. So give me a second here. Let me see what I got up next. And we're gonna watch that. Let me pull it up on screen. Give me a second here. So the next video we're going to be looking into today on this live stream is going to be this one. And this one is from No Text to Speech.
I am truly...
Whoops. Sorry, I didn't mean to play it yet. But the next one we're going to be looking at is from No Text to Speech. And this was recommended to me by a few people on my moderation team, and they said this would be a good video to kind of like segue into next to try to get more information about like what's going on with Roblox in general. Oh, Peeps Chan, it was good to have you here. I hope to see you again soon, my friend. Of course, corporations have a responsibility. Yeah, I know, but they never follow through on it, right? And like, here's the thing, I've worked at like big companies before, and I promise you, when they're sitting down in those meetings, not only are they self-aware of these issues, they're actively planning how they can get out of it or distance themselves from it because they just don't want to deal with it, right? It's not even like sometimes, like I'm not saying this about Roblox specifically, but in a lot of these like corporate situations, you have to just remember that they just probably just don't care, right? Because it's not in their interest to care. If this situation is cropping up and they could just distance themselves and avoid it, and then go, yeah, well, that has nothing to do with us, blah, 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 business as usual. That's what they want. They don't want this. They don't want to deal with it. They want to put it in a box, and they want to get rid of it as quickly as possible. And that's going to be most companies' like default. And if they have to strong somebody or somebody a little bit to make the problem go away, that's like kind of what we see. That's the escalation that Roblox took with Schlep, at least in my opinion. The People Make Games is a video that Rain plans to watch. Yeah, Basher and a couple of other moderators on the team definitely helped me out with getting a couple of good recommended videos so I can kind of get a good scope of what's going on here. All right, but let's go ahead. I think we've had enough conversation about this. Let's dive into the next video because we still got a lot that I want to go over, and I don't want to waste too much more time.
disgusted at both Roblox and Discord for how they have dealt with predators on their platform, because we have Discord blatantly hiding a problem and pretending that it's fixed, and we have Roblox, a company that refuses to do the absolute bare minimum, because there's someone on Roblox called the Official Teddy. Now, this is a dude who is infamous across Roblox, and by the way, massive shout out to Green Lego Cats for documenting a lot of this, but the Official Teddy was terminated on Roblox back in 2022 because he made dating games. And immediately after being banned, he made an alt account and he continued making those dating games. In fact, if you make an account on Roblox, when you go to the Roblox homepage, you will see one of the Official Teddy's games. It's called the Boys and Girls Club Hangout roleplay. There's always...
Okay, I'm so sorry, but this is incredibly creepy to see on a children's gaming platform or a platform that is catered towards children. If you're lonely, try this game with a smirk emoji. This instantly fills me with rage and disgust. I'm just wanted to throw that out there. It makes my skin want to start to crawl. Honestly, just being real.
Always got to be roleplay at the end. And just by looking at the thumbnail, if you're lonely, try this game. If you put this thumbnail on a fucking porn website, it would not be out of place. Now let's actually look inside of this Roblox game that I'm talking about. First off, there's beds in a hangout game. Like when you have a boys and girls...
Okay, so just for anybody who's not aware, I'm both demisexual and demi-romantic. This is already, just like the imagery of this alone is making me feel very gross. These are things that I don't usually like to interact with, because this falls way outside of my comfort zone. This is so gross. I have no other opinion than this is just absolutely
Girls
disgusting.
Club Hangout, and there's
what the hell is something like this doing in a game? Like, I can't fathom. Okay, all right, let's just continue.
A bed that someone modeled and put in the game. There's no excuse for it, right? Why am I even trying to explain the bed stuff? Because when I look directly underneath, we have Roblox characters in underwear. On a game with a smirking emoji, there's also ABC to make out in a server. Girl only. The best part about this image is that this is not like a 14-year-old girl who's, oh my gosh, we're having a sleepover. This is some old man who is playing Roblox with one hand. This game is basically a tool used to match hormonal teenagers with old men. Actually,
I really hope a lot of them waste each other's time by talking to each other. That's like, I know I shouldn't hope for any of that, right? But I really hope that like the more common interaction there is that it's two old creepy predators talking to each other and not realizing one is not the other. I don't know. God.
I don't even
so
really
awful.
need to say that because this person said, can we this is in
God.
Roblox,
Oh.
a kid's game. In fact, in these games, it turns out that the developers behind it would allow you to do emojis where you can hug people. Nothing wrong about that. It's a little bit different when you have hugs where someone is straddling you. They also have animations where you can do push-ups, and you do push-ups on the bed. In fact, Schlepp here, a Roblox YouTuber who talks a lot about this, they posted a tweet where someone emailed them that their 8-year-old sister was playing Roblox, and they basically took the iPad away from them because they saw this on their screen. Two Roblox characters.
Holy crap, what a right move. I don't have children. I don't ever plan to have children. Holy crap, if I did, and I saw something like this on their iPad, they'd never play that game again. They'd never play it again. I probably wouldn't have let them play it in the first place, but I certainly wouldn't if I saw something like that going on their screen. Like, do parents just not pay attention? Like, in general, like, how is this such a pervasive issue? I guess I get it because I used to work for the mobile industry, and I remember this mentality like beginning to form when iPads first started coming out. And a lot of parents would buy iPads for their toddlers. I used to say, I'm like, it's not really a great idea to just shove them in front of a screen all day, and they're like, oh no, it's got educational apps, right? It's fine. Is it? Is this fine? Is this okay? Like, is this really like, I mean, because this is obviously where that mindset led us to.
Presumably bricked up or something. And to really drive the point home, there would be people asking, do you have a mobile? Asking for people's numbers. And the whole purpose is to get these kids off of Roblox onto more of an unmoderated system, a phone number. I'm picturing in my brain the To Catch a Predator Chris Hansen text transcripts. That is the next step of this stuff. Now, thankfully, this dude is like, I'm 10, I don't know my number, which just makes things even worse. Now, after almost 3 years and 250 million combined visits across the official Teddy's games, Roblox finally terminated his account and deleted all of his re-upload games. Because remember, he got banned before, and right after this dude made an alt account, re-uploaded everything, and for 3 whole fucking years.
Wait. Didn't they just go after Schlepp? It was like, you can't re-access our platforms. That's a violation of our terms of service. Are you kidding me here? Oh my God. Ugh. Okay, all right. Moving on.
Nothing happened. The amount of predators that found victims over those 3 years solely due to Roblox's own incompetence is insane. It's unacceptable. It's completely disgusting, but it gets worse. For the people that don't play Roblox, like myself, here's a little bit of a history lesson. But Roblox is releasing an event called The Hatch. And they have these events all the time, but it's similar to last year's event called The Hatch, or The Hunt, sorry. They're really good with the names. They have The Hatch, The Hunt, The Horny, and these Roblox events are massive because they're endorsed by Roblox. They pick the games that they want people to play, and it attracts a lot of players because you can get cool avatar items completely for free. So we have kids, teenagers, content creators. It's a great event. The problem, though, is that for the Hatch, they had to go bigger. And what they did is they picked 1,000 Roblox games that you would need to play to find Easter eggs. And you can probably see where this is going. Roblox invited the official Teddy, the dude behind those Roblox dating games for predators. They invited him into the Egg Hunt Hatch event. And you might be thinking, wait, hold on. This doesn't make any sense. He got banned.
It doesn't make any sense. Yes, it doesn't. I would very much like to know exactly how this happened after he's been banned and terminated off of the platform. Please let me know. Holy crap.
right? Yeah, he did get banned. And then Roblox unbanned his account. And then they invited him to the Roblox event. And people were able to figure it out because there was a game called The Form where you could only join this game if you were invited to the Hatch event. And you can see Teddy's good old profile picture is right there smiling at you saying, yes, Roblox did in fact invite me to their event where millions of players are going to be playing those 1,000 games. And out of those 1,000 games, Teddy's dating game would be one of them. Maybe Roblox was just trying to make the hardest challenge in Roblox. You need to play one of these dating games and talk to someone who isn't a predator. Roblox was basically leading kids directly into a grooming game. And I am so fucking happy that people caught this. Rowcatchers on Twitter, they started a bit of—
Oh my god. It's profit motive. That's profit motive. It's profit motive. Okay, because like, think about it, right? The children aren't necessarily the ones that need to pay like the Roblox and all that stuff, right? But the adults will. The adults will buy all that stuff, right? They'll funnel money into this platform as much as possible, as long as you cater to their absolutely disgusting interests. Despicable.
of a community movement called Boycott the Hatch, where they raised awareness that Roblox invited a predator dating game as part of their event. And this had amazing success. Well, kind of. Because Musso here on Twitter compiled a list of popular Roblox games that have opted out of the event. These are Roblox developers that could have had millions of players play their game because it was part of an event, which would have made them buckets of money. But they set aside that financial gain just out of ethics to protect kids. In a tweet made by the developer of the game Piggy, a game with 13.6 billion visits. Like, these are people that make massive Roblox games. They made a tweet talking about how they're not participating in the event unless Roblox takes action. And that's what happened. Roblox made a response to this. The safety and well-being of the Roblox community is our top priority. On top of our community standards, we have additional guidelines to qualify to participate in platform events. The official Teddy should not have been invited. We have rescinded their invitation to the Hatch and have taken appropriate action in accordance with our policies. And thankfully, these policies aren't even hard to understand because Roblox specifically has a rule against romantic and naughty content. Romantic or flirtatious gestures or communication between users in a romantic context. Okay, so we have people hugging on a bed here. We literally have people kissing here. We have a woman straddling here. We also have another woman straddling up here. But the biggest rule break falls under content that depicts or strongly suggests or explicitly describes any naughty acts. But I really want to point out the thumbnails for these games. We have a dude here with a camera, and he's recording someone shirtless in a bedroom. I have seen this played out plenty of times. I'm looking for—
I mean, it can't be any more on the nose than that. This is the same thing that Talkie was doing. This is the same thing that Talkie was doing in their application. They're just letting it go, and they're just like, yeah, no, oh, sorry, we don't make those AI profiles. Those are created by users. So sorry, we don't really, we remove them if they get reported to us, but like they're not actually actively scanning these things and like checking to see if they violate the terms of service.
For the bald plumber. We have another thumbnail here where it's a girl and a guy, and the guy is saying with a tongue out emoji, "No one will find us," with a smirking emoji. Okay. If I was born yesterday, I wouldn't see what's wrong with this. Fortunately, I'm not. And I think the worst of the worst is this one up here where some dude enters the room. Who's this guy? And we can see a guy with the
Holy crap. This, out of all of them, is probably the most disgusting one. Because this isn't even something that you should make a joke about. This is literally making a joke about a criminal situation. There's nothing to laugh at here. This is making a literal meme out of a situation that tons of women find themselves, unfortunately, in all the time, of no, like, will of their own. This is disgusting. It's just absolutely abhorrent, and I can't believe that somebody looked at this at the Roblox team and was like, yeah, this is all good. This is totally fine. I don't know, just send it. Just send it. I know, right? Right? Like this is, how can you miss something like this? How can you miss something like this? This is the same thing. We'll go to my talkie video in a few minutes after we're done with this, because I leveled the same complaints against talkie for doing this same kind of behavior. We're not going to spend a lot of time on my talkie video, but I just like a lot of the points that I brought up there, I think are going to be at least relatable to like what, like, I want to go over it at least. So like, all right, hold on, let me finish this. I'm cool with that, Basher. Thank you, I appreciate it. I'm cool with that, thank you.
Tongue out emoji, same dude saying get out, and the girl saying help me, and they're lying on a bed. These people are role-playing a rape scene. We have people shooting a film down here, and we have a rape scene up here. Green Lego Cats has done us the honor of making it where you could be the dumbest motherfucker on this planet. But if you could read, and you have eyes, you can see how this is clearly breaking Roblox's own rules. So what happened? Well, if I go to the official Teddy account, and I refresh the page, this dude is still not banned. This is someone who broke Roblox's rules before, clearly putting kids at risk, and Roblox refuses to do the bare minimum of banning his account. What does this mean for other Roblox predators, right? Like, why is Roblox protecting this random guy? Is it because this game gets 76 million visits?
Yes. One of the major reasons.
It makes money for Roblox that they're willing to just turn a blind eye to this. It genuinely seems like you could be a predator on Roblox as long as you make Roblox enough money. And the thing is, the guy who makes these games, you know, people have to buy things in the games, and he gets a cut of the Robux that people spend in the game. So Teddy gets...
Boom, that's exactly how Talkie did it too. Because when you get the cards from the, if somebody buys like the quote unquote Talkie cards, I know this doesn't make any sense right now, but that's how they did the profit motive too. So the people who made the AIs that you would interact with, right? If you bought cards from them, like, or if people like spent money on your AI, you would get a cut of that premium currency that person was spending on the AI.
Paid by Roblox to make these games that predators use to find victims. And to make matters even worse, if you try visiting the game, Teddy has changed the name and has set the game to private. And I think he's trying to avoid getting banned for as long as possible so he can continue getting paid out by Roblox. And the problem is that just banning this Teddy account isn't going to work. Because Rubinson pointed out that the first time Roblox banned Teddy, he just made a new account and re-uploaded his games. That was the first ban. But the second time he got banned, he transferred ownership of his group to a holder account. And he's talking about this Teddy Company group. Now, if we look at the Teddy Company group and we go to the members, they have a role of holder. This is the top role. And this is just an alt account called Join the Teddy Company. This account is here so that if Teddy's normal account gets banned, this group will still stay. And this group has the Robux on it. They have the money that Teddy is making. So even if Teddy gets banned, that money that he's making.
So not only did they continue, all right, so not only did they ban this predator, but then they unbanned him. Well, oh no, they didn't unban him. They created a new account, didn't ban it, banned that one, then unbanned it, and then let them just stay on the platform long enough so that they could figure out a way to like have an escape route with all of the currency that they collected. This is despicable. This is despicable, and obviously, like, this is just like my opinion, right? But like this smacks of like an insider deal. It really does. And again, just my opinion, but this kind of screams like, hey, you know, we can help you set this up just in case anything happens. So, you know, I don't know. I know that's a reach, but like it wouldn't shock me. It wouldn't shock me. It would not surprise me.
He's still gonna get it from Roblox. He's still financially incentivized to continue making these dating games, and they're gonna use this group to promote Teddy's next games, which he's already planned out for, because there's the role Teddy 2, because Predator 1 was so good they decided to make Predator 2. Now, I'm specifically calling Teddy a predator because I genuinely think you have to be mentally f***ed to make a game like this, and
oh my god, absolutely 100% agree.
Make money off of it and not have your morality and your ethics tell you that this is wrong. Roblox, if all three of those accounts aren't banned and this isn't banned, genuinely you are a failure as a company. Now, I want to take a break from Roblox for a second and talk about Discord, because yes, Kind of got lost in the sauce there. But 6 months ago, I made a video talking about how Discord is fueling Roblox's condo problem. And if you don't know, condo games on Roblox are just Roblox doing the naughty. You can see the screenshot on the screen and you can put your brain to...
Gross. Wait. Did people really spend their time doing stuff like this? Yeah. I have nothing better to say there. Jesus.
Together and figure out what's going on here. And what people would do is they would make Discord servers dedicated to Roblox condos, because once Roblox would ban the game, they just re-upload the game in the Discord server and everyone else would join. And what happened...
Is it just it's not just me, right? I'm not the only one who thinks that Roblox characters also look ugly and that the game doesn't look very, like, visually appealing to me. Is that just me? Am I the only one in this, in that, like, opinion? I don't understand it. I really don't get it. Anyways, I'm not going to comment further on it. None of it makes sense to me.
That I showed people is that you can go into Discord, you can go to Discord's own discovery feature where they promote servers and allow people to search through servers, and you could search for condo. And there were a bunch of Roblox condo games. So literally anyone on Discord could be exposed to Roblox adult games, and it could be a predator looking for it, or it can be just a kid stumbling across it and now they're becoming a victim. And Discord did something, boys, because if I search up condo, no results are found. But the title of this video is talking about how Discord is disgusting, and the reason why is that if you just remove the O and you type in cond, the servers still pop up. And
oh, god damn it. Seriously? Like, I had hope for a second. I was about to go, oh my god, wow. Like, wow, they actually did something. They took accountability for that. Nope, of course not. That's just a rug pull. That's just a rug pull. Oh, whoopsie, we forgot to delete the whole thing. We just got that one letter.
these are the exact same servers that I have talked about in my condo video that I made back in December of 2024. It has been 6 months, and these disgusting predator servers are still up. Discord acknowledged that this was a problem, and instead of banning these servers, which is what they should have done, they instead just hid the servers. They can still make condo games, and they can still find victims on Roblox. How the does that make sense? Why didn't Discord ban these servers? And the only thing I can think of is, again, it all comes down to money. Because if I go to this condo Discord server, you'll notice that it has 50 boosts. To buy a Discord boost, it costs you money. So this is like $250 a month. This one has 203 boosts, which is $1,000 of value per month. And it really makes you think, like, are you allowed to be a predator on Discord or Roblox if you...
Oh, by the way, I should just throw this out there just in case. Like, I don't mind if people boost the server, but don't buy boosts for, like, my Discord server. Like, it's a waste of your money. Spend your money on yourself. Go spend your money on yourself, right? Go buy yourself something nice. Don't be spending money on my Discord boost. I'm sorry, I just wanted to throw that out there.
Make enough money for the company where the company just ignores you. Like, Discord doesn't ban these servers. When they ban the server, they lose the boost. When they ban the people in the server, these people buy Discord Nitro. They buy avatar decorations. They spend money on Discord because they're chronically online losers. And those Roblox predators, they buy skins and accessories to look cool and more appealing to kids, or so they blend in like kids. Why did Teddy get unbanned? Because his games make money for Roblox.
Just like as an aside too, to like the whole Discord thing, I don't really care for the Discord like decorations and stuff like that. Like, I don't know, like they've never been appealing to me, and they're too expensive. Does anybody really buy that stuff? Oh my goodness, Gombag, thank you so much for that.
Goldic Super Head patted $2.39. What about spending money on you?
Oh my goodness. Well, if you give it to me, if you donate it to me, I promise you, it always goes to something good. For those who've been here for a while, you know I'm always striving to improve. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much, Gombek. You're the first super chat of the live stream. Jack Raven, welcome, my brother. Welcome. Genuinely don't get Roblox, me neither.
A droplet named Glitch has joined the rain cloud.
Glitch
celebrates 3 months of membership.
Oh my goodness, congratulations on 3 months, Glitch. Glitch, that you've been here for 3 months. How's my improvement? Do you think How do you think I've been doing these days? Yeah, you're probably a good one to check for observations. Prioritize your money for essential stuff. I always do, but I do want to funnel it back into the channel as much as possible because I want to grow this as much as I can. All right, back to the topic at hand.
Where does this end? What does this lead to? The blunt reality is that these companies have no financial incentive to keep kids safe, and parents need to understand that. Roblox isn't going to keep your kid safe. Discord isn't going to keep your kid safe. It is your kid at the end of the day. You need to make sure your kid is safe. And if you have like a young brother or sister, make sure they're not falling into these predator traps. Look out for them as well. And just when I thought things couldn't get any worse, Teddy has his own Discord server, and I wish I couldn't read, because I was looking through their channels and there's this guy Fisk here who is the co-owner. Now this is Daniel, who is actually popular on Twitter because he was caught having blank in that child dating game.
$4.39. Oh yeah, I remember my gift subs from last stream got refunded. Here's me refunding the refund.
Actually, I saw that too, and I was like, oh no, I wonder what happened. And I was like, oh, well, I'm glad they at least got their money back. Oh my goodness. My goodness, you didn't have to do that. I appreciated those from the bottom of my heart. Credo, thank you so much. Everybody, for Gombic and for Credo, head pats and hearts for both of them. Oh my God, that's so generous. You all are too nice to me. You're all too kind to me. You're going to make me cry in the middle of this very important topic. Oh, thank you though. Thank you. Really, honestly. Like, especially after taking like all this time off and being sick, like I always worry that I've like disappointed people or that they like gotten finally tired of me and don't want to come back anymore or something like that, right? And it really shows me that you care and that you enjoy the time that we spend together, and that's something that I always appreciate. Every minute, you don't even have to donate money, just spend time with me. That's why I'm here. That's why I like being here with all of you. All right, back to the topic at hand. Thank you both so much.
Is so mentally far gone, and it's easy to see why, because we can read his Discord messages. Woo! I'm excited to lose my faith in humanity, because he was talking to someone named Zippy, who is clearly an e-girl. Already things are off to a bad start. Well, they were saying hi, they're having...
Very evil head pats. He asterisk pat.
Oh my goodness! Kuro! Oh my gosh, oh my goodness! What is with the super chats today? That is, oh my goodness. That is definitely one of the bigger ones that I've gotten. I don't know if it's the biggest one I've ever gotten so far, but it is definitely up there, like in the top 3. Holy smokes, Kuro. So I got a little story just real quick before we finish the end of this video. I know we keep getting segued, but y'all keep donating, so I want to spend a minute on this. So just a quick aside about Kuro. So Kuro used to watch my content as Numbers Can Be Fun back before I came out as trans, right? But we had to become friends on my Rain account that had nothing to do with the channel at that time. And we were just like chatting and being friends with each other. Right? And then when I came out on the channel, all of a sudden, Kuro was all excited about playing Voxel Libre and Luati with me. And I had no idea. I had no idea about any of that. I had no idea that they were watching my content before. And I asked them about it, and she's like, well, there's not that many people who play Voxel Libre on YouTube, so... And I'm like, yeah, I guess that makes sense. But like, how did we become friends on social media? What a small world. It was absolutely insane. Kuro, thank you so much. You've always been here. I appreciate it. My Kuro. Dark Raven, my brother. Just real quick too, Dark Raven, the person who does contribute some of the music to our live stream, links down in the description below. Also is like one of the first people who were the regulars at my live stream. They were like there, like almost every single one of them. All right, enough asides. Let's finish the video. There's like 3 minutes left.
A conversation, and Daniel said, I'm struggling and you may know why. All because of the hate on Teddy. Zippy said, I don't know why they're hating on Teddy. Could it be because he has a child dating game? No.
That
Daniel
might have
doesn't
something
know
to do
either.
with it.
They just have nothing better to do. And the only better thing that Daniel had to do is doing the naughty in the same Roblox game that he doesn't see a problem with. Because he says there are more worst games on Roblox than Teddy's. So him
like
doing
yours?
this in Roblox, in his mind, is okay because there are people doing worse things. because I know for a fact these guys know what they're doing is wrong, but they try shielding themselves by saying that other people do worse things. Therefore, what they're doing is okay. The mental gymnastics these guys do is just it's so blatant. Anyways, gamers, that's all I really got. No happy ending, but if Roblox does do something, I will put it in a pinned comment. I'm really hoping they do something and there's a pinned comment there. If there is.
All right, so I'll go ahead and just to be fair to no text-to-speech here, let me do a couple of things real quick. So because we just watched their video, I'm going to go ahead and pin a link to that video that we just watched there. So I'll replace the pin message. And then I'm going to go ahead and we're going to like the video. We're going to subscribe and we're going to leave a comment. This was super informative. I'm really disgusted with both Roblox and how bad issue has been. All right, let's segue. Let's take a minute to kind of break down that video. We'll have a quick conversation about it, and then we'll kind of move on from there. Remember, other mod swearing is allowed for the stream. Yes. It's okay. I don't even care about swearing anymore. It used to bother me more, but that was more like me trying to be way too overly professional all the time. Just do what you want. I won't swear. I won't swear. But one thing I will say, no derogatory comments, no slurs, no especially no goddamn transphobia. Absolutely not. This is not the place for it. Sorry, you don't get free speech to be transphobic in my live stream chat. You get banned instantly. But my free speech, not here, not on my channel, not on my live stream, not on my platform. Hold on, I wanted to see what Kuru said a second ago. Can't watch for long, taking a break from work. Kuru, I'm thinking about doing some weekend streams. So that people like yourself have an opportunity to start watching again. I kind of feel bad that I only do them during the week, so I'm thinking about doing one weekend stream. Honestly, I don't know what else to say. I've seen this kind of stuff over and over again, and the most surprising part of it is to me is how shocked everyone else is to find out. Well, you have to remember too that a lot of people so there's this bias of familiarity. Once you've come across something, there's almost this bias that people have that, well, wow, I just found out about it, so now I'm part of the group of everybody that must be aware about it now, right? But it doesn't really work like that. And I'll give you a really good example. Only a year ago, I heard about Hatsune Miku for the first time. Before that, I didn't really know anything about Miku. I didn't know what Miku sounded like. I didn't know Miku was a singer. I didn't really know anything about Vocaloid music, right? It's new to me, right? Now, you could make the argument oh my gosh, Rain, how did you go your entire life not being exposed to Hatsune Miku? But it happens. It did happen. It really did happen. And it just, and that's the bias I think we all carry because we are familiar enough with that topic, so we assume that most people must have at least some knowledge in that same topic when that may not necessarily be true. So it's always a good idea to do stuff like this. So what we're doing here is definitely making other people more aware of it, because I certainly wasn't completely filled in on how actually bad this situation was. And now I am becoming more aware of it. And now it's my responsibility to platform these issues and try to get them out to more people. Okay, so there are a couple of more videos I do want to go through. I don't want to spend too much time on this. What I'm going to do real quick, though, is I'm just going to take a 2-second break. Just a very quick break. So give me just 2 seconds. I'm just going to go grab some water, and I will be right back, all right? All right, I am back. So when do we band together to take down Roblox? We start today. We must gather the masses. Oh, hello, Peeps Chan. Welcome back. I was just coming back from a little water break myself. I hope everybody used this as an opportunity to get some water. Definitely. I mean, it's like literally in my name, so you better be drinking. Well, first we get Rady as president. Oh my goodness. Oh goodness. Oh, you know, when I was a little girl, I always dreamed of being president. That was like one of my first big dreams. It's like, I wish I could be president one day. Really did. I mean, not knowing what goes into that, just like, you know, just being a kid and having like, you know, unchecked dreams. That's the best way to phrase it. Unchecked dreams. It didn't matter. It didn't matter what went into it or whatever. I just, like, I remember having that and just being like, wow, I'd really love to be president someday. I've been cooking the entire live stream. What are you cooking? Well, like, the implication we're drinking is specifically, well, you know, you're not drinking rain, you're drinking water. It converts. It changes form as soon as it hits the lake. Question mark? I don't know. Somebody smarter than me, like, help me out here. I feel like I've dug my own grave. Hello, President. If being president means you're a dictator, and we can give everyone ice cream sandwiches, I'd only be a dictator for ice cream sandwiches, though. That's it. That would be my only dictator power. That would be, like, the only thing I'm limited to. Like, I come into a town and I'd be like, this is unacceptable. I demand every citizen get an ice cream sandwich right now. We have to limit the scope. Remember, presidents can't have too much power. You gotta keep them in check. Or maybe I don't even need to do that, right? I could just go into write an executive order. Everybody in this town gets a free ice cream. Executive order. Wouldn't it be great? I mean, imagine having a president that was a little goofy sometimes. Like, that would be fun, right? Like, it would be personable, it'd be real. But, like, unfortunately, we don't elect people like that. We elect rich people that don't care about us and just say they do. Like, I mean, just imagine, right? Like, oh my gosh, the president came and gave the entire town ice cream, free ice cream, right? Like, and it's just a small thing, it's a token thing, but, like, come on, like, that's what used to make, like, ancient Roman leaders, like, very successful. Bread and circus. Have these, like, people in power forgotten about this? You're supposed to entertain and keep your people happy. That's why they follow you. That's why they're cool with the system, right? That's the social contract. You look out for us, and we tolerate your bullshit. I feel like we don't get taken care of anymore. We're getting taken advantage of. And the government and their positions allows for companies like Roblox to do what they're doing right now, because honestly, this needs to be checked. And we're going to get into the topic because I believe that my moderators have let me know that the government is starting to make steps in the right direction here. But I feel like this should have been done way sooner, way sooner. Not now, not because this stuff is coming out now. This feels like it should have occurred a long time ago. But anyways, we're kind of done with my little, like, break here. Let's go ahead and we're going to jump into the next video on the topic. And that's going to be the, let me see here. What do we got here? They actually doubled down. Okay, all right. Let me pull this up on screen. So this next video is going to be from Moist Critical. All right, so let's take a look and see what Moist Critical has to say about this situation.
Well, they did it. Roblox decided to double down on their decision to ban and threaten legal action against someone that was trying to keep their platform safer for children, a responsibility Roblox doesn't seem to want to do themselves, at least not in an efficient way. So the quick and dirty of it, if you don't know the lore, I'll give you the nutshell breakdown here. I made a video on it a couple days ago, but earlier this week, a YouTuber named Schlepp just got permanently IP banned by Roblox HQ and threatened with legal action because he colored outside the lines here. He was a little naughty in the eyes of the Roblox corpo overlords, the fucking weasels in suits over there, those grease goblins. Apparently when Schlepp was young, he was the victim of a bad actor on Roblox. And as he grew up, he wanted to do what he could to make the...
Hold on, I feel like we because we already have the context, we can kind of skip around in this a little bit. But I want to just kind of get to the meat of potatoes of what, like, Moist Critical has to say here.
Cease and desist to Schlepp. Looking like a little panic over there at the HQ. That is seeming like there's some holes in the ship. You don't often see the chief safety officer cash out that much stock in the wake of...
Wait. Okay, all right. I skipped ahead a little too much.
At least
Sorry.
not enough, clearly, because there's still a huge problem on Roblox with this. So, Roblox shut him down and threatened legal action. That has led to a huge shitstorm for Roblox, rightfully so. This has made headlines across the globe here. A wacky new development is apparently Roblox Corporation's chief safety officer, Matthew Kaufman, just sold over $800,000 worth of company stock shortly after the platform.
Holy smokes! Holy smokes! $800,000 of stock? How did they get that past regulators?
Issued a cease and desist to Schlepp. Looking like a little panic over there at the HQ. That is seeming like there's some holes in the ship. You don't often see the chief safety officer cash out that much stock in the wake of a huge debate about...
That, to me, and, like, obviously, this is a reach, and this is just my opinion, but that screams massive burning red flag to me. Absolutely huge. And even more shockingly is that, like, doesn't there have to be somebody who approves large stock transactions for these, like... I'm pretty sure there's a mechanism in place, but I could be wrong there, so, like, I don't want to speak on something that I'm not too familiar with, but I thought regulators had to approve if you're, like, part of the upper management of a company and you're intending to sell, like, that volume of, like, stock. I don't know. I'll have to look into that later.
About the safety of the platform that he is supposed to be managing and operating efficiently. Sounds like he's a little worried that people are more alert to how poorly Roblox itself handles safety in general.
Oh my goodness, I've gotten a very good taste of it so far, but please keep filling my cup because, like, I feel like we've only just scratched the surface here.
Another thing that happened is a congressman is also now making a push for Roblox to do more to keep children safe on their platform. It's gotten so big Roblox couldn't ignore it any further, so they put out a statement clarifying and doubling down on their decision to fight back against the vigilante groups, which is mind-boggling, just straight up fucking reflaffitating that they thought that this was somehow like a W, like a PR win here.
I actually would love to sit down because, like I said, I've been in upper management at companies before, and I guarantee you, there was a group of people that were sitting around and were like, okay, but how can we make this look like it's a positive thing? And I guarantee you, they all talked themselves into, this is actually great. We're doing a wonderful job here. Because it's like, you're all trapped in that room and you know you're not getting out until there is some kind of PR response to this really horrible situation. Ah, God.
We are fighting back against the vigilante groups. And then crickets when it comes to pedophiles. Why aren't you fighting the pedophiles? Why are you laser focused with the fucking crosshairs on the vigilantes that are fighting the pedophiles? Like, this is a wild hill to die on. We are sharing more information about why it was necessary to remove vigilantes from Roblox and the ways in which we review and act on reports of abuse on Roblox. While seemingly well-intentioned, the vigilantes we've banned have taken action that are both unacceptable and create an unsafe environment for users. I just need to stop right here and just take a pause. Schlepp and other vigilantes catching predators is not making the game more unsafe than it currently is by just having those predators running rampant with no one to stop them because you are not efficiently stopping them. Like, this is a crazy stance.
And that was one of the points that Schlepp brought up in their video, too, is that they've been spending, I believe they stated, a year trying to figure out what the correct mechanism is to report this issue, and has had open communications with Roblox developers and staff members on Roblox to try to find the correct mechanism. So it's even more despicable and disgusting, in my opinion, that this is the stance that they're on. And they're like, yeah, no, we had a process. They're just not following it, when clearly it's documented that that's not true. And like, that's the part that really upsets me about like statements like this, is like, did nobody check to see if like what they were even putting out there kind of lines up with the reality of what's actually going on?
To take. Similar to actual predators, they often impersonate minors, actively approached other users, then tried to lead them to other platforms to have sexually explicit conversations.
Wait. I saw some statistics in the chat real quick. So Basher said 56% of players are under 16, 20% are under 12, and 20% are 12 to 14. That's a huge. If those numbers are accurate, if the numbers that Basher is providing right now are accurate, that is a massive number. That's larger than I would have expected, but I guess this is a game that is catered to a younger audience, right?
Which is against our terms of use. Accurate, timely reporting from our community is important. Reporting through the appropriate channels, including our custom-designed reporting tools, immediately and with as much specific information.
Okay, one other thing I wanted to point out to that, like on that point right there, where like this is their golden opportunity right here. So like, look, see. Whoops! It looks like we got disconnected there for a second. Hold on, are we good? Are we good? Are we good? Hold on, I got a notification that the stream lagged out for a second. We all good? We all good? Because I will reiterate that same point if it got interrupted. That was a hiccup? Okay, all right, hold on a second. I'll reiterate the point that I was going to make. So right here, this is something I wanted to point out, just in case like that got messed up or anything. So right here, look at where they link to their terms of use. So in their own statement, because this is their opportunity to like set the record straight and to show that they've got it, right? They're saying, yeah, click this link, right? Like click this URL. This is going to show you the terms of use. But they don't actually, as far, at least in this part of the statement that I'm observing right now, don't afford that same opportunity to actually see what the proper mechanism is. And to me, that's very telling. It's subtle, but it's telling.
Information as possible is the best way to help us remove bad actors from Roblox. These reporting tools are designed to capture key metadata and details that cannot be captured from an email or screenshot and enable faster, more efficient reviews and more thorough reporting to law enforcement when warranted. I'm going to take another break here real quick. When does that go live? Because that's definitely not live right now. Like, what do you mean? Like, that is the biggest problem. Everything you're saying right there is...
Okay, so it looks like Voice Critical kind of jumped onto the same point I just made a second ago.
Absolute gobbledygook. Like, that's just mumbo jumbo. You're just saying words that aren't real. That is the big problem. No matter how many times people are reporting these bad actors through your channels, there is no efficient, fast...
Why not even just fake it, right? Fake it till you make it, right? Did nobody in that room go, hey, this is a really good opportunity to throw something up that looks like we've been doing this for a while? Just make a web page. Make a web page with a forum, right? That people could submit and then say, nope, that's the official mechanism. But they didn't even do that. So like, this is so callous and like, not even just callous, but it's also lazy, in my opinion. It's callous and lazy, which is like one of the worst combinations you could have.
Reviewing that leads to the person being, kicked off the platform. There's so many cases of predators who have literally been arrested that still actually have their Roblox accounts live. Like, what are you talking about? That is blatantly false. And that is the issue. You can say you have all these tools and that you take in all of these reviews, but there's nothing that really shows that.
Yeah, like, I mean, come on, like, that's a really good point that they're making right now. It's like, show me the money, show us. And if you don't have it, right, like, why didn't you make it? This is your opportunity right now to set the record straight. And they can't even go that far to do that much. Probably because they know they have to pay a couple of web developers. Oh no, this is already costing us so much money. We can't afford that. No, just put out a statement and let them know we've got it completely under control. Between two different studies, the statistic that 56% of their players are under 16 was consistent between both studies, considering they have similar percentages and the most reputable source we have. All right, interesting. Basher, if you could I don't know if you did ChatGPT write that response? It almost seems like it, right? But you know what? The reason why I don't think ChatGPT wrote that response is because even like AIs are starting to get better about citing their goddamn sources, right? Like, and actually having something you can click in, right? Like, I mean, come on, they didn't even go that far, right? Like, that's like the more egregious point here is like they have an opportunity to like just like you throw this out here like it's always been, and they can't even do that. It's just, it's gross.
There's no, like, it doesn't seem like if that is the case, it's made any difference. Maybe you need to overhaul that, or maybe you need to beef it up or something. Maybe you should work with the vigilante groups instead of vilifying them, because they're doing a better job at getting the predators captured and taken off the platform than your systems are. I don't know why you view the vigilantes as enemies. Again, I can understand in general why vigilantes could be a bad thing, like on a broad scale, but when the company isn't doing things to ensure the safety of the users, well, vigilantes are super necessary to step in to do it for them, to keep the platform safe, because you are just not doing your job.
And it stops becoming vigilantism as soon as you provide a proper mechanism for your users to report these issues, right? Like, that's the other point. I don't know, like I said, I haven't seen this one from Moist Critical, but like, to me, like, that right there is how you solve the vigilante issue, right? Because now they're no longer vigilantes. They are community members that are expressing their concerns in a proper outlet. So this is like, the entire statement starts to fall apart, like, once you dig into it for more than 5 seconds.
Like, it makes no sense to me that they would be so combative with someone like Schlepp, where they'd cease and desist, ban him, and then threaten legal action. You could work with him. Why don't you guide him through the proper channels? He is doing a good service by getting these predators arrested. It is something you are not doing enough of. We realize that no platform is perfect, but we prioritize trust and safety because it's core to what we do as a company. It doesn't really seem like you prioritize it, by the way. It seems like your CEO is prioritizing trying to turn it into a fucking dating site for 17 plus, which, again, by the way, is a really weird age where he's trying to pitch a 17 plus dating service to a company, Roblox, so it'd be half gaming and half dating.
How is that legal? I would really like to know in any capacity how this is going to end up being legal, because it seems like to me that this is a recipe for disaster, because I don't even think like apps like Tinder let anybody under 18 on the platform. I'm pretty sure most above board dating applications are like, hell no. Not only that, but like prove that you're actually over 18 before you can like expose yourself to our core group of users, right? There are like, I'm not like 100% on board with like having to like require documentation to participate in a dating site, right? Or so, well, actually, I am. Actually, for something like that, I feel like that's probably a pretty good practice. Confirm that all your users are about the age of 18. For like certain specific things like that, I think that's okay. I'm less okay with needing an ID to access the internet in general. I think it should be more specific towards something like that, but I need more time to reflect on that opinion a little bit. I need more time to like kind of develop that thought because I'm kind of meandering on it a bit. But anyways, let's continue.
It seems like that's the focus, because Dave fucking Bazooki here, the CEO of Roblox, can't stop yapping about it. It doesn't seem like the priority is trust and safety. That's all I'm saying. This is an area where we invest heavily and are always innovating. Helping keep our users safe is a critical part of our vision of connecting 1 billion people with optimism and civility, and is a strategic imperative for our creator community. And then just a bunch of blabbering here, all of which it doesn't seem to be true. Again, I understand they can't wipe them all out instantly, but it's clear that reports are falling on deaf ears.
I don't think that's necessarily true. I think that they probably have better mechanisms to track what users are doing on their platform. I mean, it should be pretty easy to see what games these people are accessing, right?
I mean, I imagine you could probably make it pretty surgical, but all right. Well, I don't know enough about program to really comment there.
Like, there are predators, real predators, like with irrefutable evidence that Roblox is not acting on. So there is a problem here, and it doesn't seem like they're doing enough. Then they go on to talk about like just how many messages and how many users are on Roblox. Again, I understand there's millions and millions and a lot to go through, a lot to comb through, which is why, again, I don't understand why they wouldn't be extending an olive branch to the vigilante groups who are clearly doing a good job at catching real predators that are on their platform. Roblox is missing them.
Roblox already tracks what games you play, says this continues. Yeah, so this should be cut and dry. This should be surgical, right? Just be like, out, done, right? Like, obviously, you should be able to see, like, you know, it's like if that person accesses those types of games pretty consistently, you need to get them off platform, right? Like, that should be a huge red flag. And that should be something that you could probably even get like the world's dumbest AI on your like data set to figure out, right? Jesus.
In a lot of cases. I don't know why they wouldn't want to work with them. Again, as they mention here, they've got, you know, fucking billions of messages that get across, billions of reports that swipe across their desk every day. Why wouldn't you work with the community that is actively trying to help you and help keep the platform safe? So now they talk about why they've decided to remove vigilantes. We have been monitoring vigilante activity on Roblox for some time. These groups began by reporting safety concerns, commenting on news about Roblox, and challenging us to do better. We appreciate this feedback and use these reports to improve our safety systems. More recently, vigilante activity evolved. Instead of just reporting on safety issues, vigilantes started impersonating children and actively sought to connect with adult users. Those conversations mimicked inappropriate behavior and actively encouraged other users to connect on other social media and messaging platforms, thus bypassing Roblox's own safety systems. These were not one-off situations, and we saw the behavior accelerating across many accounts. This actively created an unsafe environment and normalized...
I wonder why it was accelerating. Is it because the first, like, 50% of that statement is completely untrue? I mean, at least based off my observations and based off of like what I've seen so far, I can't see that being reality. That's probably explaining why you see it like just absolutely escalating out of control.
Behavior that is both unacceptable on Roblox and is against our terms of use. Our policies prohibit directing other users off Roblox to another platform through chat and having/simulating sexually explicit conversations. These are serious policy violations that risk removal from the platform. Just reread your statement here, Roblox. You recognize that these groups were reporting all of this to you, and then you're confused on why they started doing more than just reporting. Could it possibly be because all of the reports they were sending your way for so long weren't leading to the predators getting kicked off the platform or anything? Could that possibly be the reason? Could you
Sorry, I just want to say, like, I've always liked Voice Critical. You know, like some of their takes I don't always agree with, right? But like, just in general, I've always like really appreciated, like, we end up agreeing more often than not. That's all I gotta really say.
Against, whether they like it or not, they are making a difference in making the platform safer. Roblox can, you know, submit all of these reports and do as much as they can, but as they showcase, they get so many and they can't go through all of them. They can't thoroughly investigate every single one. They can't analyze every single screenshot from every off-platform message. They know that. They do even hint at that. But these vigilante groups, in a lot of cases, do go the extra mile for a lot of these individuals, and it leads to them getting arrested and away from children. It takes the predator away from victims. It makes the platform safer. It's not something Roblox should be battling against so vehemently. I really just don't understand why they don't try and work more collaboratively with people like Schlepp or Gideon, who are actively getting these predators arrested. That's the big problem. Roblox isn't doing enough to keep children safe, and instead of like trying to find more ways of keeping predators away from children, instead they're trying to legally strong-arm vigilantes into silence and just leaving it all alone and letting Roblox handle it. Put their trust in Roblox, a platform that has repeatedly let down so many people when it comes to getting these bad actors taken off the platform and away from victims. Like it's it is a problem that Roblox has done nothing to help with this statement here. This doubling down about this being like some kind of righteous fight against vigilantes is just so off the mark, it's crazy. They then spend a paragraph giving you a tutorial on how to report users, which is just completely
I don't want to spend a second on this. Hold on.
useless. It's like giving you a tutorial on how to get ice cream at McDonald's.
Is he gonna read it?
The fucking machines are broken. It's useless. Like, you can report people to...
All right, let me see what it has to say. Profiles can be reported outside an experience to a user. Visit their profile page and click the 3 dots in the upper right corner of the profile details on desktop or report abuse on mobile browser. Then select report user from the menu. Please include as much specific information as possible about why you are reporting the user to help with our review. To report an inappropriate chat message, select the gear icon in the upper right corner of the chat window to open the chat details. Click 3 dots, then click report. I feel like that is far too many steps, especially for a game that's catered to children. That feels like you have to crawl through like 2 or 3 menus just to hit the report button, when it feels like it should be a one-click affair, right? It should be a one-click affair because this is a children's gaming platform, and children don't always have the ability to have higher level thinking or to be able to report issues in mass detail. And it really isn't on the children to do that, right? What should be going on is there should be flag, 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 and then somebody steps in and goes, hey, let me take a second look at this. There's a lot of flags going up on this right now, right? Like, I don't know. I'm not a programmer. I don't moderate content like this, but that's just where my head goes there with that. It feels like it's too complicated, and that's like one of the issues here. Roblox has a trusted flagger program where close and trusted partners can report serious criminal activity such as terrorism, violent extremism, or child exploitation to us for our priority review. Trusted flaggers are typically reputable third-party organizations, civil society organizations, or non-government. So they're hiring third-party companies. And I don't know, I know that sounds like they're doing their due diligence, but I guarantee you they've hired the absolute lowest bidder who's paying probably a penny above minimum wage to have these people review the data. They don't care. They don't care. But if you expanded this trusted flagger program to the vigilantes, right? Like, hey, you might actually get quality out of that because these people genuinely care because they want to protect the platform that they're enjoying. I can't believe that they're just like, yeah, no, we've got a third party that checks that. It's totally cool. We're not even checking it ourselves, right? That's how that reads to me. We're not looking at it, but don't worry, we've hired a few companies to make sure that it's all above board and it's good, right? Like, they're flagging them. They're flagging them down. Don't you worry. They're on the job. They're on the job. Like, that's the same line. Like, if somebody, like a salesman, was like, don't you worry, we're selling you 24/7 monitoring, right? Like, home protection monitoring. Do you think there's somebody at the computer sitting there 24/7 monitoring your system? Like, no, it's ridiculous, right? Like, I mean, like, they're not going to look until, like, somebody, like, gets it in their priority list to go and check, like, your specific situation. All right, sorry. Anyways, I know I'm kind of, like, going off the rails there. But this is, like, upsetting. This is upsetting. It's full of excuses, and it's really easy to poke holes through. We know our users and creator communities are passionate as we are about helping keep Roblox safe. Okay, I'm done with that.
So the cows come home, it's not working. That is the issue. They then talk about their trusted flagger program, where close and trusted partners can report serious criminal activity such as terrorism, violent extremism, or child exploitation directly to Roblox. And the idea is that the trusted flaggers are someone that Roblox puts a lot of weight on with their reports. But the trusted flagger program, while it sounds good in theory, is actually highly neglected. And from what I've read from a bunch of people with this program in particular, it doesn't do anything more than just a normal report. It doesn't seem like they actually take into consideration the trusted flag more than the normal report. Overall, I found this response from Roblox to be horrible. The doubling down was just a terrible call here, and it almost reads like Roblox is more upset that people are aware of the predator problem as opposed to the predator problem existing in the first place. It seems like Roblox would rather people just be completely ignorant to it, just silence on it while it's still being in the background. Like, it doesn't seem like they care so much that the predators exist. They just care that people are talking about the predators existing now. Like their priorities are just so out of whack.
This is literally sweep it under the rug mentality and try to just grin and bear through the situation until people forget about it. That's what they're hoping for here. So really, it's our responsibility to Moist Critical's point here. It's our responsibility to make sure that that doesn't happen, right? So even though I'm like a little bit late to the game here, maybe it's a good thing that I am, because I'm keeping this going. You know, even in a small capacity. I know I'm a drop in the bucket to the 17.1 million subscribers that Voice Critical has here, right? But you know, like, we all can do our part, and keeping the conversation going is the most important thing. Not about the size of the platform that you're doing it on.
Threatening legal action against someone who was victimized on your game and is just trying to do what they can to make it better, and just a blanket removing all vigilantes type approach to things here is just nonsensical, because the community is in a position where it needs those vigilante groups because Roblox hasn't done enough to protect them. It's crazy to me. Anyway, I just wanted to give you the follow-up to all this. That's really about it. So yeah.
Okay, that was a pretty good video. Like I said, I've always liked Voice Critical, so I'm already subscribed to them, so I'm just gonna go ahead and like their video. I also dropped the link and pinned it already in my chat. I don't need to shout out Voice Critical, right? But if you're not familiar, or if you haven't subscribed to them, definitely do. I've enjoyed their content for quite a bit of time. And it's like, this is shocking, eye-opening. Appreciate you taking some time to keep this conversation going. And there we go. All right, let's go back over here for a second. We only have about roughly a half an hour left in our live stream, and we still have a couple of things that I want to go over. But I'll take a second here. We'll kind of like get caught back up, like get caught back up a chat. But while I'm taking a look over at the other things that I want to. I'm sorry, Rain, but you're misreading some of the statements. That's not what they're saying. No, this is a good opportunity to go over that. So where was my misunderstanding? Just so that I can get clarity. If the kids are that at risk, maybe they should do 24/7. I mean, if this is the one situation where they absolutely do need to do 24/7 monitoring, I would say this situation calls for it. We need superheroes because no one else can protect us. I mean, the argument here is that these vigilantes, unfortunately, are the superheroes, because, like, obviously the person in control of the situation, or the people in control of the situation, won't do anything about it. I've been a moderator for Roblox groups and the like, and it's actually really easy. All right, I'm curious what Marsh Alice said that I was misreading. I very much like it, and something I want to throw out there too. If I misread or misunderstand something, you're not calling me out. You're not calling me out. Let's get on the same page with it. Let's figure it out together. So I just want to throw that out. I'm not like one of those people out there like, what, you're calling me out? Are you calling me a liar? No. Let's get on the same page there. Let's figure it out. I'm back. I was drinking my coffee. Dark Raven, welcome back, my brother. For instance, with the trusted flags, you implied that those were put in charge of moderation. They stated that the purpose is the reports of these trusted users get priority from Roblox moderation. Okay. I mean, that's how it should work. At least in my thinking, that's how it should work, right? All right, while I wait for a follow-up response from Marsh there, I'm going to go ahead and see what the next video is that I want to take a look at here. I think the problem is that we don't know if they are or not. Apparently, these reports still do not get actioned, but that was the stated intent. Okay, all right. Fair enough. All right, so there are a couple of videos that I wanted to watch. Unfortunately, like a couple of them are pretty long. Like one of them's literally a half an hour, and there are other stuff that I like kind of wanted to go over before I concluded this live stream. So give me just a second. Let me see where I kind of want to just jump to next. Okay, so this is the one I wanted to watch. So, there is a response video to Schlep. That one's about like 20 minutes long. I'm gonna skip over that one because I do kind of want to dig into this a little bit more. And this is going a little bit deeper into the Roblox dating thing that I wanted to kind of like, I want to wrap my head around a little bit more, but specifically about like what is going on with that. So we're gonna watch that video next. And then I wanted to cover a couple of other things that I think we can do that would be meaningful here, and like maybe some possible solutions that we can use and employ in our own life to try to help this situation out a little bit more in our own capacity without getting overly involved. But like I said, stick around to the end. I'll go over that in a little bit. Let's go ahead and watch this one first. And I'm going to drop a link in the chat for anybody who wants to go check this video out for themselves. All right, so this is from Creekcraft, and this is more information about what Roblox dating is.
Hi, real quick, stay tuned to the end of the video because I have a massive announcement that you're probably going to want to know about. Roblox.
Okay, I'm sorry, but that was absolutely disgusting. I'm throwing that out there right now. That was gross. Don't do that. It's not silly or funny. I don't like toilet humor.
CEO continues his pitch of Roblox as a dating site. Okay.
By the way, that's a minor critique. That's a minor critique. I am not saying anything bad about this content creator. I'm just saying I didn't care for that particular joke. That's it. Don't take it too seriously, okay?
Wasn't expecting to be talking about this, but yeah, Roblox. What are we doing? What are we doing here? Roblox CEO continues his pitch of Roblox as a dating site. Oh my God. We got a lot of things to talk about today, guys. Just like this right here. So, this was an interview done with, actually, who was it done with? Here it is right here. Apparently, this is from a podcast. This is the podcast. It just got, I went to click on the podcast and it copyrighted me. Brother, I'm not gonna leak the podcast. Okay, fine. I won't look at the podcast. We'll just talk about it. Okay, I think we're good. I was gonna show you the podcast, but I guess I can't, so we'll just read what he said. In a recent podcast interview with Tech Stuff, Roblox CEO David Baszucki explained what metrics Roblox has been hitting. Along with the expected child-focused audience appeal, games like Squid Game and Dress to Impress, he also highlighted his continued vision for Roblox as a more adult-oriented platform. Okay, I don't think there's anything wrong with, Roblox having some more adult games on there. That's fine. Let's keep reading here. When you think of Roblox, the first thing that comes to mind is probably something like your nephew playing it on his iPad or family laptop. Yeah, true. Okay. However, 2 years ago at RDC, Roblox expressed their goal to enter the 17-plus market. A specific objective was to turn Roblox into the next dating hub for adults. Oh, okay. Well, you lost me now. All right. I was on board for the adult games. Now you lost.
Why do they think this is going to be successful? Like, put aside everything that we just learned over like the past hour and a half, right? Why would the CEO think that people are going to turn? Because, like, I brought this up already in the stream. I personally don't find Roblox to be graphically pleasing. Could you imagine being in any demographic that was above the age of, like, let's arguably say 25? How do they think, like, people that are older, or, like, in their 40s or 50s or 60s are going to respond to something like this? They're never even going to consider it. I guarantee. Like, because, like, I'm just kind of getting more familiar with Roblox, and I'm in an older age group, right? I mean, this would only work for a very, very limited targeted demographic of gamers that like Roblox like kind of games. Like, so I don't see this, how this could be like this big expansive market that they're trying to open up to.
Trust me. As the CEO explains, I think a lot of people who are too afraid to go on a real life date might find it easier to have a virtual date to start.
But again, why would they pick Roblox out of everything to be that platform, right? Like, when arguably there's like, I would even say a VR chat would probably be a better thing. Like, that would be my first go-to than a game like this. But okay.
Yeah, look, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think it's a good idea to be to be talking about this or to be saying this. Like, this isn't helping you, Roblox, okay? Look, here's the thing. Even if everybody on Roblox was an adult, I still wouldn't want it to be a dating hub. Roblox is a gaming site. I go there to game. I go there to play games. I don't go there to Tinder.
And that's a really good point too, right? Like, this is primarily supposed to be a game. And yes, people do meet through games. Like, I've seen relationships form. I even know somebody who married somebody they met in World of Warcraft, and that was like years and years ago. They're still together, right? And like, so like, relationships can form through a mutual interest. That's actually how a lot of relationships form, right? But it's not a go-to platform, because some people, that happens sometimes to some people, right? Also, one thing I wanted to mention, I know this is extremely off topic, but their hair is so freaking awesome. Not only is the color great, but I love like what they're doing with it right here. I'm sorry, I had to throw that out there. Like, oh gosh, I just think it's so cool looking.
I don't go there to date. It's like, if I wanted to date, I would, I'd download like eHarmony or farmersonly.com or something like that. You know what I mean? Now, it does say on here, the idea of having a dating community on Roblox isn't entirely insane, as Roblox wouldn't be used to find dates, but rather facilitate people already in relationships. So like I guess you're going to go on like a Roblox date or something, which, I mean, like, if you have a girlfriend or a boyfriend and you play Roblox.
Why wouldn't you just get in a call with them, right? Like, think about that, right? Like, why would you both set up Roblox as your dating thing? Unless you were already, like, Roblox players, I guess. I don't know. That's my thought there.
Roblox with them, like, yeah, I mean, okay, I don't know. This is just a weird thing to be saying. Like, why would you say this? Like, look, yes, people date on video games, right? I have a friend that met his wife in Call of Duty, all right? I have another friend that met his wife in World of Warcraft. Yes, these things happen, but like, it's just weird to
I'm glad we're on the same point here.
Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, why would this even be a talking point? Why would this even be a topic?
I agree. Why is this a talking point?
Why even bring this up? It's such a weird thing to talk about. This is a gaming platform, right? Like, I don't get it, dude. It feels like Roblox is just constantly shooting themselves in the foot for no reason whatsoever. Because I guarantee you, if you go on Twitter and look up Roblox dating site, there's probably going to be a whole bunch of people talking about this. Yeah, look at this. Like, you're not helping your situation.
Gross. I'm just gonna say this right now. Do not use Twitter. Do not use Twitter. Go get yourself a nice Fediverse account like me. Transfem.social if you don't know where to get started. Links down in the description below. Don't use Twitter. Get off Twitter.
Here, you know what I mean? Oh wait, someone talked about it. Someone made a short on it. Let's listen to this. Here we go.
The owner of Roblox wants Roblox to be a dating website after I saw this article that says Roblox CEO continues his pitch of Roblox as a dating site. What are we doing? I mean, this is genuinely crazy to me, considering the fact that Roblox is primarily made up of kids playing the game, and it's also known to have a huge issue with creeps lurking on it because those creeps know it's primarily made up of kids. If I had to guess, the reason the owner's doing this is because he knows adults are the people who have money and are willing to spend money on any sort of platform, whereas kids, on the other hand,
hold on, I saw something pop up. Basher said 90% of the Roblox players are over 25. So you're only hitting 25% of the market. That's their big gain, right? They're hoping to get, like, eke out an extra 20%. Like, because there's no way they're getting anybody who's, like, not primarily interested in Roblox already, right? I certainly wouldn't do this. Like, maybe as a one-off, like, maybe if I was, like, with somebody, I guess, arguably, like, that would even happen, right? Like, let's be real about that, right? But, like, let's say it was arguably on a date with somebody. Oh, jeez, like, just even, like, setting up a fictional situation gives me anxiety there, right? But let's say it was on a date with somebody. Maybe as a one-off we would do this, like, as an activity. Like, oh, do you want to play a Roblox game with me?
I guess, maybe, sure. But it wouldn't be like my primary go-to, right? Like, I feel like they're making a huge bet. Like, and this is not even considering the other creepy stuff. It's just, it doesn't make sense from a business perspective either. That's assuming the 19% are even active. Yeah, because it's probably more realistically like they play sometimes. And they're definitely probably only going to use it like in a dating, like, or as a dating activity, not even for the date itself. It might not even be like the vessel for the date. It's probably just a result of the activity that the date was. You know what I mean? All right, sorry. Like, let's just keep going.
Don't spend money as much on average. Regardless, I think he should give this idea up. Number one, it's not going to work. And number two, it's just messy.
Yeah,
the owner of
I agree with that. It's why even talk about it? Why even talk about it? This is stupid. Why are we having this conversation? let's just move on. Roblox is not a dating website. It's not going to be a dating website. It's a gaming website. Let's move on. We got bigger fish to fry, okay? Still brain rot. Hit 5 million players this weekend, okay? 5 million players. It's the second game in Roblox history to ever do this, behind, of course, Grow a Garden, which actually, Grow a Garden this weekend also broke their player record with 21,461,453 players. Insane. And in fact, if we go to Roblox right now and look and see, we can see that Still Brain Rot is now the second biggest game on Roblox. It's beaten Brookhaven, right? In fact, Grow a Garden and a lot of these games are getting so big that they're actually getting their own Wikipedia page. Like, there's a bunch of like fandom Wikipedia pages or fan Wikipedia pages, but this is like an official Wikipedia page. This is crazy. Grow a Garden has an official Wikipedia page. It's the first Roblox game that I know of to have an official Wikipedia page, which is actually kind of cool. No, like, a lot of people are really upset by this. Like, how in the world are these games so big? How are they so popular, right? Like, that, you know, people saying that they don't deserve to be this big. There's a lot of other bangers up here, though, like 99 Nights in the Forest. That's a banger. Ink game.
I don't necessarily agree with that. Like, I mean, if it's just a normal game on their gaming platform, like, people are allowed to enjoy that, right? Like, I'm not going to hate on the people who make normal games for the platform, right? So like, I'm not gonna ever say that like a normal legitimate game on their platform is bad and you shouldn't play it. Like, that for me is taking it a bridge too far. Plus, I want to put the accountability directly on the people who are in control of this platform. And I feel like hating on the individual like games is not the right direction to go on it unless they're part of the core issue that we've already like kind of reviewed.
And that's a banger. We got Forsaken, banger. Like, there's a lot of games on here that's also doing really good. But I mean, yeah, it's still a brain rot. Grow a Garden, they're massive. They're insane. Okay, so this one's really funny. I can't believe I'm about to report on this, but honestly, the reason why I'm bringing it up is because I want more Roblox games to do this. So you guys know the game Forsaken, right? This game right here, right? Well, they had a pretty...
Hold on, wait. I saw something, a comment real quick. Official Wikipedia page, as if it's also not just a community. That's actually a really good point. Yeah, it is also just technically another community page. I mean, Wikipedia takes it way more seriously, right? But like, I mean, that is technically true.
Big update over the weekend, and they added a let me just show you. I'm gonna mute that right there. Ignore the text on the screen. So you know when people do that to your Roblox avatar, and it's really freaking annoying. Well, now Forsaken will ban you for doing that. They actually can detect that you... I can't believe I'm reporting on this. They can detect that you're doing this, and then they kick you from the game, and if you...
Wait, I gotta zoom in on that. So it says, disconnected, you have been kicked by this experience or its moderators. Moderation message. Really? Question mark, error code 267. Honestly, they... Oh my goodness. I actually like that as a response. Really? That's good.
You keep doing it, you get banned. And a lot of people are mad about this because I guess a lot of people just do this as a joke now. But like, look, doing this
it's
on
inappropriate.
Roblox while I'm trying to stream or record is the most annoying thing of all time. And I just automatically assume that you're an 8-year-old iPad kid.
It's the same thing with like teabagging another player after you kill him. It's like, all right, so you've got the maturity of a 5-year-old instantaneously. I know what I'm dealing with now. It is obnoxious. It's annoying, and it's like, it's not necessary, right?
Kid with no parents. Okay, so please, Roblox games, put something like this in there. Please. Like, we gotta stop this. We gotta stop this.
Like, how can, like, these individual developers do this, but, like, Roblox can't implement this as, like, a major, like, requirement for all games? How is it possible that the individual content creators are able to make this happen, but Roblox can't figure it out?
This is an epidemic. And shout out to the Forsaken devs, because thank God, bro. Oh my God, y'all get kicked for this now. Oh man, this is good. This is the greatest Roblox thing of all time. Shout out to the Forsaken developers. I wanted to show you guys this right here because this is insane. This was at a anime convention, I believe. It's a Roblox noob and a Roblox guest. They dressed up and I guess they saw each other at the convention and, you know, met up, started fighting, had like a little like Roblox fight and people were recording it. This is actually really, really cool. I like this a lot. Just knowing that there's two grown adults underneath those costumes, it's kind of funny. Maybe they're dating. Maybe this is their Roblox dating experience now. I don't know. We have some good news here.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
I'm going to apologize in advance. Mustafa Sarigul. He works in the Turkey government, I believe, and he went to Roblox's headquarters, this was a few weeks ago, to talk about having Roblox unblocked. So here he is right here. I don't know who recorded this video. It's terrible quality, but it looks like Roblox might be getting unbanned in Turkey. They're working on it. They want it to happen. So if you play Roblox and you're in Turkey, you might be able to play Roblox again soon. So W update there. Another little cool Roblox thing right here. Check this out right here. So if you guys don't know, Roblox has this thing where they do like the today's picks and every day.
Okay, I think we've like kind of gotten off the main point of like what I was trying to like look into here. It looks like we've covered the majority of that. Let me go ahead and just leave a like, I'll subscribe, and I'll leave a comment real quick. And I have linked to it, so for if anybody wants to watch this video as well, like definitely check them out. Can't believe they are actually trying to even do this, not even considering second platform at all. Mix it in. Okay, all right, cool. All right, so let's head back over here real quick so that we can just kind of have like a quick little recap on like what's been going on. Roblox is so weird. Banning Roblox sounds like a good thing. I agree. I think honestly at this point, I want to like we are running out of time. So what I want to do though, I do want to spend a little time like just kind of checking on that real quick. But I did want to go over one last thing because apparently there is a lawsuit that's coming up, and I want to kind of start looking into that. Real quick. So there's an article. Wait, whoops. I didn't. That's the same video. Whoops. My bad. Give me a second. I gotta go grab the article. So, 1 second. Copy. Don't tell me I can't copy and paste. That's not true. No, that's not true. Are you kidding me? Can't copy that article? All right, whatever. I'll just search it back up again. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry. Where is it? Okay, so I had the Washington Post source, but I guess I'll just go with the Associated Press source. That'll be fine. Now, I haven't read this yet, so it doesn't really matter. But all right, so this is why I wanted to bring it up, though. So Louisiana sues Roblox, alleging the popular gaming site fails to protect children. In Baton Rouge, Louisiana sued the online gaming platform Roblox on Thursday, alleging the wildly popular site has perpetuated an environment where sexual predators thrive, unite, hunt, and victimize kids. The lawsuit, filed in state court by Louisiana Attorney General Liz Muriel, alleges that Roblox has failed to implement an effective safety measures to protect child users from adult predators. Due to Roblox's lack of safety protocols, it endangers the safety of the children of Louisiana, Muriel said in a news release. Roblox is overrun with harmful content and child predators because it prioritizes users' growth, revenue, and profits over child safety. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I already love all the positions they're taking here. The company has faced lawsuits and backlash for not doing enough to protect kids on its gaming services. Last month, a lawsuit was filed in Iowa after a 13-year-old girl was allegedly introduced to an adult predator on the platform, then kidnapped and trafficked across multiple states and essayed. I'm just going to say essayed. I'm not going to say that word. If you don't know what essayed is, try to figure it out on your own. In Louisiana, Livingston Parish Sheriff Jason Ard said his office has had multiple cases involving Roblox. In one, police allege a man used voice-altering technology to pose as a girl on the platform. Ard said that there have not been many arrests made related to the gaming site. Roblox said it disputes the allegation. The assertion that Roblox would intentionally put our users at risk of exploitation is categorically untrue, the company said in a statement. While no system is perfect, Roblox has implemented rigorous safeguards, such as restrictions on sharing personal information, links to user image sharing to help protect our community, the company added. Unfortunately, bad actors will try to circumvent our systems to try to direct users off the platform, where safety standards and moderation practices may differ. We continuously work to block those efforts to enhance our moderation approaches to promote a safe and enjoyable environment for all users. But here's the thing about like a lawsuit like this is that we're going to find out if that's actually true or not, because they're going to need to prove it. It's not a statement anymore. When you actually are being held accountable, that's when you've got to produce the documents to back up what your words here in this situation. The free online gaming platform has more than 111 million monthly users. Its website describes Roblox as the ultimate virtual universe that lets you create, share experiences with friends, and be anything you can imagine. Roblox doesn't allow users to share videos or images in chats and tries to block any personal information such as phone numbers. However, as with any gaming platforms and social media sites with similar policies, people find ways around such safeguards. I mean, it's pretty easy, right? Like, I mean, you just have to find a couple of creative ways to just like put like spaces or extra characters in and just like, I mean, it's subtle, but I'm pretty sure like two people can figure it out. Like, people can communicate through hand gestures and not even know what the hand gestures mean, right? Like, there are ways to do this. Like, people are smart and intuitive. Oh no, I didn't have the article pulled up the entire time. Oh, I'm dumb. And the chat background is white too, so you can't even see what people are saying now. Whoopsie daisy. Well, you know what I'm gonna do to fix this? If I do end up turning this into a video, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do nice slow scroll. It is gonna be the B footage. Right? Because we already have the audio. So if I just freeze frame on this each for a couple of seconds, we can probably still figure it out. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, God. Okay, all right. At least I caught it, right? Incorporated into humans, so is AI. I like the way you phrase that, Basher. Every Roblox statement feels like it was written by an AI. Yeah, it really does. I feel like they're just like, all right, ChatGPT. Yeah, they hired ChatGPT to be their public representative here. The PR agent. All right, ChatGPT, what do you got for us now? It seems to be escalating. Don't worry, Roblox. We know you're on the right side because ChatGPT will always glaze you, right? Like anybody who uses ChatGPT, don't think you're ever above the glazing on like AI too, because like they will always just pretty much agree with you every single time, right? Even if you tell the AI don't do it, it will still do it anyways, right? So I guarantee you, their ChatGPT is like, don't worry, Roblox. We're slowly convincing the crowd this isn't as bad as it seems. Oh, goodness. All right, let me pick up where we left off here. All right, Roblox, which according to its website has a zero tolerance policy for the exploitation of minors. Honestly, so far from what I've seen, that doesn't seem true at all. Doesn't allow children under 13 to chat with other users outside of games unless they have explicit parental permission. That doesn't seem like even like something a parent should give permission to, right? Like, I don't know. I feel like that should just be disabled. What does anybody under the age of 13 need to be chatting like with other players for? Because the platform does not encrypt private chat conversation, the company can monitor and moderate them. However, Merrill said that there is no age minimum or substantial age verification process once a user signs up. As a result, young children, teens, and adults posing as children can sign up. Yeah, that's kind of a problem. The company says on its website that age verification is a new feature that is currently in testing on Roblox. Last month, it launched a feature that requires teenagers aged 13 to 17 to send a video selfie to verify their ages. If they want to chat freely with people, just take away the ability to chat. That seems creepier. You're asking children to send videos of themselves to this company? I'm sorry, but that feels like we're going a step backwards there. Why are we asking? Why do they want the videos? Just don't let them chat. Just don't let them chat. You find a different mechanism to figure out that they're underage other than that. Because like that doesn't seem okay to me. Like, how would you feel if you found out one of your kids was sending videos to Roblox to verify they're a child? Right? Like, I can't be the only one where, like, that sits really wrongly with me, right? Why? Why would we do that? It's different if you're an adult. You can make that decision, right? I personally don't agree with picture verification for apps. If I get picture verified on any app, I delete it, right? I don't send the picture. But that's my choice because I'm an adult. But does a child around that age have the higher level thinking to go, maybe I shouldn't do this. Maybe I don't want to send that information to Roblox. I don't think they do. I don't think they are capable of that. Yeah, one hacker, and you've just leaked. And like, it's not even to mention, like, a video seems like a video or picture of any children in any sort of, if those children don't belong to you, you shouldn't have that on your system. So now, what does Roblox actually have on their servers? I'm glad the government is starting to go after them. I really feel like that, I hope in like that Louisiana case, they subpoena all the records, get inside that server and actually take a look at like what is going on in there. And like, we actually get to see it. And maybe we can even do Freedom of Information Act and see if we can get a copy of these records too, because I'd be really interested to see what's going on and like what they actually have access to. And like, I know a lot of that stuff's probably going to be redacted, right? But I guarantee you, like, it's not a good scene there. Even if they delete it, they can't consent to the user agreement. Their parents would have to on their behalf. It's like 4,000. That's the thing that scares the absolute living crap out of me, Peeps Chan. That is the part that actually terrifies me. And do you trust them to delete that data instantaneously? Because they say they do. They say they do. But then we also know AI is the thing. And we also know that companies love to take literally anything and use it as training data for their stupid AIs. So I don't know. I don't believe they're just deleting the data. I'm sorry, that remains to be seen. I'm going to need evidence. You're going to have to prove that to me. I'm not taking them at their word. Also, will make GDPR compliance a nightmare for them. Remember that Roblox is also going the whole of British internet. Wait. Remember that Roblox is also going on in the whole, oh yeah, with the ID verification thing. Right, but like that's ID verification. That's a little different than sending a live video of or photo of a child to a company to verify if they're a child. That just seems creepy and wrong to me. That's my opinion. I don't think that's a bad opinion. I think that's the correct opinion because, again, that's my opinion. So, of course, I'm going to think it's correct. But I feel like that's where we should all kind of land there is that Roblox shouldn't be asking for that information, right? Or maybe they should be asking the information or the ID of the parent. And then the parent can set up the profile and make sure that the information of the child is correct. Okay, so there is one last thing that I wanted to do to tie like this whole thing together. So give me just a second here, because I wanted to circle this back to to a possible way that I think could help out a lot for a lot of people here. So one, the very first thing that I want us to do is to have conversations like that. That's why I felt like doing this live stream today. That's why I felt this live stream was really important to do. And keeping the conversation going, spreading the word, spreading this particular live stream or any of the videos that we watch, that I link to, that I drop links to, all of those, right? And I'll make sure, like, once I'm done with this stream, I'll drop links, like, for my sources all in the description, so that's all up to date there too, right? But like, those are really good things to do. But like, what are some like other ways that we can go ahead and we can address the issue with Roblox? And what I wanted to do that ties back a little bit more specifically to my content and the things that I do on this YouTube channel is to promote something like Luanti. Now, Luanti is a free and open source game development program. Okay, this is a voxel-based game engine, and you can make a game for Luanti, and you can play it. And it is free. It is open source. There is no corporation running this. There is a team of dedicated people that are there to just kind of moderate the basic stuff. But this is a free and open source solution that you could go to. You don't have to pay anything for this. You just download it. You find the games that you want to get. You download the mods you want to install, and it's really fun. And if anybody has enjoyed any of my Vox Libre content, right, this is exactly how I play Vox Libre. It's in the Luanti game engine. So for anybody who is looking for a possible way off of Roblox, or is a Roblox developer and is looking to possibly move over to something that's open source, maybe I've tempted you, right? So if you're interested, I wanted to drop a link in the chat and at least offer that as a potential solution to anybody who's like, well, you know, I am looking for something else. Here is a free and open source solution for you. So any developers out there or any players out there, I highly encourage you to check it out. And here, just for like real quick, let me open up Luanti real quick. Just so that you can actually like get a taste of what it is. So hold on just a moment. Just a moment. There it is. Okay, so here's Luanti, right? Right now I have my test game. Here's Voxel Libre, and here's the Backrooms test, which I've played a couple of times on this channel before. You open this up, this is what it launches. So you're not gonna have any games. You might have mine test game if it's pre-installed. But all you really gotta do is go over to content, and you go to browse online content here, and you could go by all, games, mods, texture pack, and that's it. And the only thing you need to do to get started with this is just kind of figure out what you want to do. So if we want to play a Subway Surfer inspired game, Subway Miner, we're going to go ahead. We can install this. It's 11 megabytes. So it's going to take a second. We're going to let that cook for a minute. But there we go. Cool. All right. So we have that game. So I go over to start game. Oh, hey, look, there it is. We'll start a new one. Just call it Rainy. And there we go. All right, I have no idea how to play this. We'll just, yeah, that's fine. I don't know how to play Subway Surfers. Oh no, okay. Oh God. Okay, there we go. Oh, I already died. Okay. All right, how do we start over again? Oh, yay! New high scores. Play! Actually, this is kind of fun. Don't mind me as I had to live stream just playing like a Subway Surfers knockoff. Ah, I did it again! This is actually kind of challenging. Alright, but you know what I mean though, right? Like, there is, like, I mean, there are a lot of good options out there. This is the one I wanted to recommend to everybody because I have played Luanti on this channel pretty much almost the entire time that I've been active on the channel. I've played Vox Libre a ton, so you all should be familiar with this. But for anybody else who's looking for something similar, well, it's right here. It already exists. It's free. It's open source. You don't have to put any money into it whatsoever. And you can be passionate about projects and games all in a nice, really great great environment. And I know it's not the same, and I know it's going to be limited, but hey, that's why you get involved in these projects, right? By all of us coming together and working on it, we can improve it together. That's the whole goal here. No, I don't think something like this would ever replace Roblox 2, but I want to give people an avenue to try something different. If they feel like they need to stop playing Roblox, this is an option for them. This is the one I believe is the best for them. Of course, it's my opinion. I'm biased because I play this. I love it, right? It's my favorite thing ever, right? I absolutely adore Luanti. I love Boxa Libre. I love everything about it, right? And I know that's not going to be a perfect solution for everybody. But again, I'm offering an avenue off of Roblox. So if you don't feel like you want to participate in that anymore, I feel this is honestly the best way that you could start enjoying a similar experience that is probably going to be limited, but it's going to have a community full of people who are extremely passionate about their games, and they're doing it just for the fun of it, and just so that they hope that they've made something fun and enjoyable for you to play absolutely 100% free with no microtransactions. So I'm sorry, but it's just like for so many reasons, I'm going to absolutely push Luati as like the go-to. But I know that there's probably other options out there that are available, but this is the one I care about the most. This is the one I'm bringing up. All right. This has been a crazy live stream. So I understand too that like we don't normally do streams like this. So let's go ahead. We're gonna wind down for a second. Let me get some nice calming music on for all of us. Let's get over here. I'm gonna get the music up. We'll kind of chill for a second, and then I'm gonna wind down, and then I'm gonna chill out for the rest of the day. But I just wanted to take a moment, just kind of have a nice little conversation with all of you before I head out. All right, open. Remove. And there we go. Sitting in where and watch a raid stream. Oh, Saltskin! So good to see you. We're actually about to like wrap up the stream. But that's what I wanted to ask. So let me go ahead. I'm gonna throw a poll up on the channel right now. So more topic live streams just like this. Yeah. Maybe? Yeah, nah. We'll do yeah, nah. We'll do yeah, nah. Yeah, nah works. I do want to check in how you're feeling after the stream. Do you feel like you've mostly recovered and are ready to stream again? So, first off, Marshallis, thank you so much. I mean, I've been going through a lot the past 2 weeks. I'm reluctant to like kind of crash out about it on stream. What I will say is that it's been difficult. It has been a little bit of a struggle for me. All right, maybe a little bit of a struggle is really underselling it. I think anybody who saw my most recent drawing probably understands that it was a lot more of a difficult like period for me than even I'm willing to admit to. It was difficult. I want to say that I probably used up a good amount of my energy, but I also have fewer live streams scheduled this week, and I'm just going to be a little bit more communicative with the community about how I'm feeling this week. So do I feel ready? I feel like I'm about 70% there, but I also felt that this topic was something that was worthy of covering, worthy of my time, and I did feel good enough to do it this morning. Otherwise, I would have moved it off to tomorrow or something. But I will say that this took a lot more out of me than probably I was anticipating that it would. I don't feel completely blown out or anything like that, but like this was, I'm sweating. Like, just sitting here chatting with you and like getting through this, like with everything that I've been going through recently, it was a little more draining than it would be. Because usually when I come here, I mean, people who've watched this know I could sit here for like sometimes like up to 10 hours and spend time with you. It usually doesn't tax me as heavily as it's like taxing me right here in this moment, you know? Hopefully that makes sense, or I've articulated my point well. I will. I have plenty of rest. I don't plan on doing a live stream tomorrow unless I'm absolutely 100% up to it. All of you are so amazing, by the way. Like, I was worried. Of course I was worried. I always worry whenever I, like, take time off from this, from the channel, you know? I mean, I don't, you know, like, I don't know. I know it's selfish thinking, right? But it's just like, they've all forgotten about me. They found somebody else. There's a new rain that they must have found, and they're all hanging out there now. And it's like, it's not even logical. Right, but like, because I'm not feeling good and I'm sick and I'm just like, oh god, it's all over. It's over. Yeah, let me find my drawing real quick. I wanna put it up. I haven't added it to the rotation yet. Where's my drawing gallery? I'm just gonna warn you right now. It's very different. It's a little bit well, it's an emotional piece. It's a dark emotional piece. That's, I think, the best way to articulate it. The dark emotional piece. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna put it up on screen. Anybody who has a sensitivity to direct eye contact, I mean, obviously this is gonna be a blown up picture, so just brace yourselves there. This is your 3-second warning. You don't want to look at the drawing because it does have a little bit of a darker theme, but it's nothing too spooky, okay? I just want to put that content warning up. So you got about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. This is the drawing I did. It would have been a jump scare if I did it at 3. This is one of the drawings I did. I wasn't able to draw the same way that I normally did, so I decided to try something different. And I like this because it's chaotic, it's messy, and I think it projects the kind of emotions that I'd like to project about that period of time for me. About how I felt stuck in a situation and how much I would want to get my way out. But I can't. I have to see my way through first. I have to see my way through it first. But I'm there. I don't give up hope. I always keep my head pointed up and look into the sky, no matter how sad or difficult things are. It hurts, but I will persevere. Now we span the pat. Oh my goodness. You're all too nice to me. I swear to God. Okay, one thing too I'm gonna mention, like, I've been really good recently about keeping these live streams stuck to like about roughly 2 hours. So that's like kind of like where we're gonna go, like 2 to maybe 3 hours at the most if the topic's like really important and engaging. But just for my own personal like well-being and balance and trying to make sure that I could stay more consistent for all of you. I'm thinking like 2 to 3 hours, no more than that. No more. I'm sorry. I know some people probably like the really long live streams, but I don't think it's a good idea for me anymore. And it feels like false productivity. I feel like I trap myself into false productivity. I'm streaming, so that means I must be doing something where it's like, in reality, I could be using my time better. I have been spending the last 2 weeks like really self-reflecting on my habits, on the way that I approach my content creation, how difficult I am on myself. Anybody who's been following me on social media recently, actually, let me pull up my social media page. Give me a second here. I'll drop a link to my social media if anybody wants to follow me on Fediverse. It's down in the description as well. Give me a second, I'll just pull it up. So recently, because I've been off, I've been going through like a lot of different things. And one of the first things I did is I decided to decide on some new mantras. So trying some new self-affirmations and mantras. Maybe if I put a bit of a military spin on it, that will make it more effective for me and my natural mindset. So these are some of the things that I'm going to be trying to employ going forward. 1, rest is mission critical, not optional. Taking breaks fuels my strength. It doesn't diminish it. 2, I am enough exactly as I am. I don't need to earn my worth with work or struggle. 3, doing less now means I can do more later. So, like I said, no more of those like ridiculously endless long live streams. Recovery is an investment, not a setback. 4, I deserve kindness from others and myself. I'd never treat a friend this harshly. I deserve to treat myself better. And I'm very, very, very self-critical, almost to a fault. Almost to a fault. Anybody who's ever seen me post a drawing, and they're like, wow, Ray, that drawing's lovely. And I'm like, I absolutely hate it. It's disgusting. It's the most awful thing I've ever made. Right? Like, I'm like almost toxically self-critical. And number 5, I am leading by example when I take care of myself. Being a strong leader means showing up whole and healthy, especially for those in my community who look up to me. And I really feel like these 5 points that I landed on are something that I really do need to take seriously going forward. I always feel this constant internal pressure on myself to perform, and that's just not something that's realistic or sustainable or even possible. And yeah, doing that helped me get things off the ground for the channel, and it's helped me expand and it's helped me grow, but it's also been a major detraction to me in a lot of different ways. So I think it's important to strike that balance. So I'm going to be trying a lot of new things going forward, and some of the things that I've been doing that have been really helping me is posting like affirmations, little poems like about like what's going on in my life. Like this morning I wrote, I am not weak. I'm enough exactly as I am. I'm creative, capable, and resilient. I bring joy and honesty that is valuable. My audience wants me, not perfection. And I'm just trying to remind myself that I don't have to, like, cause like a lot of things that stop me is because, well, I'm not gonna be good enough to do that, so I'm not even gonna try. And like, that's such a bad mindset to have. That's such a bad, crappy mindset, right? Like, especially when I'm supposed to be like creating these things for all of you, right? Oh, I didn't realize you can't properly see all of that. Whoopsie daisy! Oopsie dipsy. Don't mind me, just being silly again. Oh, by the way, for those who are curious, I'm super self-aware. Mentions are piled up over 2 weeks. Yeah, I haven't been checking social media very much. But anyways, I've been posting a lot of like short stories, affirmations, stuff like that. So if any of that's like interested, or if you find value in reading anything that I have to put on social media, come find me. I'm over here on transfem.social. Do not use Twitter. Do not use Twitter. Twitter sucks. Get yourself a Fediverse account. Please. Please. I'm also on Blue Sky too. Hold on, wait. I'm also on Blue Sky if anybody uses that. I know that's more popular. Blech. I don't like Blue Sky very much. I'll tolerate Blue Sky. Here's my Blue Sky account for anybody who wants to follow me there. Wait, what's going on? Hey there, we updated our terms of service, don't care. It's a one-way street to Blue Sky. If you message me on Blue Sky though, I can't find you, I can't see you. Just so you know, like your messages don't relay backwards to me. It's a one-way street to Blue Sky. But if you want to keep up with me on Blue Sky, everything there like will be there. Right, but just one thing too that I've noticed about this, and like a lot of you probably find me incredibly unhinged. All of my emojis get like typed out, right? So Menhera happy hearts. Let's look at this. Menhera happy hearts, right? So if we go over to that actual thing, right? This is what the real post looks like. And this is why I prefer Sharky software over Blue Sky, is because look at how much better this is formatted. This is ugly and boring and lacking care and quality, and this is fun and exciting and interactive, and I don't know, I definitely prefer it way more. I know that's how it works, right? But it's so funny too, Because like there's gotta be like just random people who come across like my post on Blue Sky and they're gonna be like, this girl is absolutely out of her goddamn mind. What is she even typing about? It's gotta be funny. Somebody's gotta be looking at me and be like, this girl is absolutely batshit crazy. Nothing to do with her. Alright, I think this is honestly gonna be as good a place as any to end the live stream. It's been so much fun. I cannot express how much I've missed hanging out with all of you today, spending time with you, going over this extremely important topic, and helping me get caught up on this, giving me your feedback, giving me your opinions, giving me your thoughts, because like, this was a very nuanced thing, but I think we've all landed on the same conclusion that Roblox is absolutely disgusting. They are evil, and I hope that we can dig into this and finally hold them accountable, because if any of this is true, if any of it is true, if any of it is even like 1% true, which based on all the evidence I've seen so far, it seems likely, I think states like Louisiana and other states are doing the right thing by getting involved and finally holding them accountable. And it would be my hope that we'd have like a federal lawsuit or something like that. I'm not gonna hold my breath there, given like what's going on, but it would bring me hope. But before I go, I always like to say a very special thank you to everybody who's been so supportive recently. Your individual contributions are what help keep my dreams alive and improve the quality of the content that we all enjoy. So from the bottom of my heart to yours, thank you. But with all of that out of the way, thank you all so much for watching this live stream with me today, and I hope everyone out there has a wonderful day.